And we're live! Hello! Welcome, welcome, welcome! And there was a weird mystery noise on my microphone. I couldn't figure out what was happening there, but it seems like it fixed itself. Welcome in, everybody! Welcome, welcome! And also, Mr. Faceless, thank you for subscribing for 3 months! I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's say hi to everybody. There's a bunch of you here. Hello, Mr. Faceless. Hello, Manuel. Hello, Ika. Hello, Rockets. I think that's everybody here, right? Manuel, Mr. Faceless, Ika, Rocket, yes, and lurkers and VOD watchers. Oh, even better, I got $7 today. It's legally distinct and available to VTubers everywhere. But yeah, I mean, we're going to be in a coffee shop part of the time, and I sure don't know how to read, so I might as well at least have the coffee gimmick represented on stream with me. Yeah, $7. It's amazing, and it's how much a regular cup of coffee costs. Crazy. Um, yeah, I was a little slow in the notifications today. You didn't get that late. I was just kind of slow. That's all. Two antlers, Vera. I mean, they're not real. They're listen, like I know I'm part reindeer and stuff, but I can't actually grow my own antlers. But sometimes I like to pretend, you know? So I'm pretending I've got antlers. So let's just imagine they're real. Yeah, I got two whole antlers, and they're mine, and they're great. Anyway, let's get over to the schedule. That's not what the schedule is supposed to look like. I fucked up. I done fucked up. That looks like a PlayStation screen with a schedule thing kind of in front of it. Let me fix that. Let me fix that. Wait, what? Hold up. Wait, what? I don't know what's going on. Apparently I was supposed to get a notification on stream and I didn't. Hold up. Hold up. I don't know why I didn't get a notification on stream. What's going on? Well, not get a notification. What's going? Oh, because it probably went through right when I went to the schedule screen instead of while I was on the office screen. Hold on. Hold on. I don't have a brother. I have, like, no family to speak of, and if I did, I would like to know why they get antlers and I don't. That's not fair. Hold on. Somebody just ordered me food and I didn't get a notification pop up, and I'm trying to figure out what just happened, because usually they tell me, and they didn't this time. Ika! Ika, thank you for sending sandwich! Thank you, thank you, thank you! I'll do a fake announcement noise instead, in place of the one that should have been there but wasn't. Oh yeah, let's use the wow mode. That's good. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Why can't I find my own emote? Okay, there it is. There it is. Wow! Wow! Oh, thank you, Ika. I just saw the totally legit alert pop up on my screen. Thank you for ordering sandwich. I appreciate that. Well, I will keep my phone ready so I can go check on that. Thank you, thank you. Anyway, what were we doing? I was showing you guys the schedule. The family arc is nearing. I don't have a family. Or a family arc. Wow. I would require a family. I think you're setting yourself up for nonsense right now. But, anyway. Blah, 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 blah. Kiara? That's not Kiara. Kiara is this. This is Kiara.
Just do it!
What are you talking about? Here, Joe, I'm not blaming you for wearing your brother. You know, girl reindeers have antlers too, right? That's not just a guy thing. That's just like all reindeers have antlers. In fact, the only reindeers that have antlers in winter are the women. Yeah, no, that's true. Like, technically speaking, if you wanted to be scientifically accurate, all of like Santa's reindeer and whatever, if it wasn't for the fact that they're like magical or something, would have to be female, because male antlers only keep their antlers for like 4 months out of the year, whereas female reindeer keep them for a lot longer, and are the only reindeers to actually keep them through that time period. Yeah, it's true. It's not universal. Other deer are not the same way, but reindeer are in fact that way. That's why, like, you'll look at Haruka. I mean, she's a reindeer. I mean, caribou and reindeer are the same thing. But yeah, like, she has antlers too. That's just a reindeer thing. Anyway. Keeping my phone ready. The alerts are being a little funky today, so we'll see if something happens with it or not. But Ika, I know you were here earlier. So if you're still here, I appreciate it. Let's get the schedule back up. Reindeers are make-believe? That is true. That is also true. This is a very valid opinion. It makes me think of Ozymandias. I wonder if I can find... Also, yeah, hello, Booba. Wait, can I find the bit from Ozymandias? Haruka is not a moose. You're not the first person to say that. I'm pretty sure she's a caribou. Doesn't her think she's a caribou? Pretty sure she's a caribou. Caribou is a reindeer. Caribou and reindeer are the same animal. They're quite literally the same thing. Anyway, schedule. Here we go. Boop, schedule. There it is. There's the schedule. Wow. Wow, it's a schedule, and it's so big, and it's in the way, and I can't see anything. Yeah, today's Thursday. Today's Torso Day. Yeah, it's Thursday. Today's Thursday, and we're playing Please Be Happy. And then we're gonna play Nier Automata tomorrow and Saturday, and then Sunday we'll play Final Fantasy VI. And that's the schedule for the week. Cool. All right, back to the office. The E hitting hard. The E do be hitting hard. It really do. Anyway. Yeah. Hello. Hi. I took a 20-minute nap before stream, so I'm like kind of here and kind of not here at the same time. It's very exciting. Very exciting. I had a long day and I was very tired, so I'm like, you know what? 20-minute power nap is the same as sleep. Let's go. I did not sleep yesterday. I think what happened was like, I ended up sleeping like 10 hours last night, whereas normally I sleep like 4 hours. But if you sleep 4 hours all the time, occasionally your body's just kind of like, bam, and then you sleep like 10 hours because your body's like, you need to actually sleep a reasonable number of hours, and you can't just do this every single day. So then it just hits you like a tank, and then you die. And that's what happened. Which means tonight I'll be right back to sleeping like 3 or 4 hours. So it'll be good, and it'll all balance out in the end. Yeah. Let's get over to gameplay, I guess. Stare. Alright, retro gameplay. Wow, it's the PlayStation screen. I'm not even using the PlayStation for this, but I have a USB light that I use, so my camera is more responsive, and it doesn't like being plugged into the power strip anymore, probably because the wattage is bad. And so now I just plug it into the PlayStation, but it means I have to turn the PlayStation on while I'm playing, not PlayStation. So that's just how it goes. Wattage that bad? I don't know. It worked for months and months, and all of a sudden it stopped working. It might just be I need to spray some air into it or something. Like maybe it got dust in there, because it is on the floor all the time. Sleep is a government psyops where they come to flip your dip switches. That makes sense. I believe that. That checks out. You know what else checks out? Please be happy for the happy entertainment system. There it is. When you sleep for 16 hours and forget your name when you wake up. That sounds troubling. I don't think I've ever slept for 16 hours in my life. That's a lot. That would be an experience for sure. You had that happen to you once? That's crazy. I think the only reason I'd be able to sleep that many hours is if I was like severely injured or something, because I don't think that's... How? Oh my god. How? Like, me, it's like I'll sleep like really bad hours, and then I'll like just have like occasional nights where I can be like 9 or 10 or 11 even. Maybe 11. I don't think I've ever hit 12. But like 2 days. It's wild. It's like a grizzly bear or something. We're only 20 minutes into the stream, and I started 10 minutes ago. You can relax on that getting bored stuff. It sounds like I'm talking to no one. I'm responding to the voices in the game, but the game's muted for you, so you're like, what the hell is Vera talking about? It's because I was talking to Miho. Obviously, she was getting bored. She said she was bored when I went to the loading screen, but she shouldn't be bored because we're here to play her game, damn it. Have a little respect, Miho. This one. I need to go down and pick up the food in 30 minutes. 30 minutes. But they tend to be pretty quick, so we'll see. It might be quicker than that. That was because you were trucking for 3 days and it broke down and had to stay awake to make sure the crackheads didn't... okay. So, I mean, you had, like, severe sleep deprivation but it was like focused sleep deprivation too. So you're just exerting extra energy. So I guess that makes sense. You're a little messed up from school, then you just power it off for 16 hours. Oh, that's. See, I feel like if you sleep 16, like, unless you're on like a super big, like if you're like super far behind on sleep and your body needs to recover, that's one thing. But I feel like if you don't have like a super big need for it, like your body doesn't urgently need it, sleeping that much is just going to make you extra sleepy the next day. Watching the nightlife was cool and a bit creepy. That sounds kind of fun, like a nerve-wracking kind of way. It's like have you ever seen the movie Nightcrawler? That's probably not a good comparison, but like whatever, it's fine. That movie was pretty cool, but also I was like I felt like I was dying the whole time because it made me nervous. It was a really nerve-wracking movie. Anyway, we're gonna go somewhere. How about we go talk to, I don't remember what his name is, Vampire Man? My mind is saying his name is Kim, but that might just be the name of the guy from last night's game. And I'm just crossing the streams.
Okay, Vera, I'm willing to drop the Cheeto thing, but only if you can get me those 3D Doritos instead.
Those things are pretty pog. Okay, let me think on that one, Fishbone. Let me think on it. After 72 hours being awake, you start seeing the shadow people. Oh, it's just like Don't Starve. They're just taking that from real life. Is Fishbone asleep? Did Fishbone not say anything? I mean, I heard it. Did it not? Did you not hear it? Okay, it was just, there was a little bit of a delay for you, I guess. You don't think you saw that movie? It was about, what's his face? What is that actor's name? I'm spacing on it right now. Frodo. Elijah Wood. Alan Thicke. I don't think it's Alan Thicke. Okay, it's about Alan Thicke. Fishbone says it's about Alan Thicke. And he is, he's the movie version of Michigan Report from Hell. I need to play that still. Also, hello, Variable Goo. He's Jake Gyllenhaal. That's it. Jake Gyllenhaal. That's the one. It's Jake Gyllenhaal. That's the one. Nailed it. They're all Jake Gyllenhaal and Elijah Wood and Tobey Maguire are all the same person. Okay? I'm very good at Hollywood. Please leave me be. Jake Gyllenhaal is just kind of like a mentally unstable person. I can't forget what the actual good term you're supposed to use is for someone who is like, I have no sense of morality. I just want to get ahead. No, it's not that. It's not the other word. I'm just having a brain hiccup and I can't remember the word I'm looking for. Apparently someone opened stream avatars because I can't see you anymore. Okay, that's cool. Yes, Mr. Faceless opened it. Yeah. Sociopath. Thank you. That's the term I was looking for. Sociopath. I could not remember the term. He's like a sociopath guy who's trying to get videos. You know those like videos they show on the news of like horrific traffic accidents and stuff? The whole thing was like him trying to be the first freelance like guy on the scene to get the footage of like the awful accidents at night, and get them to the news, and that was like kind of his like claim to fame sort of thing. But also the fact that he's like a crazy sociopath guy plays into it too, and the entire thing is just very nerve-wracking. Anyway, I should probably watch that again. It made me incredibly uncomfortable, and that for some reason makes me want to watch it another time. Go figure. Anyway, what are we doing? Let's go to the waterfront and talk to Kim. Well, what are these other places? Because we haven't even been to some of these places before, right? I clicked on something. Oh. Did they give me this prompt because I couldn't... Did I accidentally choose something? I was trying to click on empty space in between, and then the screen changed, and I'm a little confused. While trying to think of something to do, I suddenly remember the fishing lessons that Juliet told me about. I'm already pretty good at fishing as a fox, but it does have its downsides, like having to get all wet and ending up with scales in my teeth. Triggered baby mode, apparently. I unlocked Funky Kong. How did that happen? I didn't think I clicked on an area. I just tried to click back into the window. Huh. I already put pretty good fishing, but I know some people go fishing for fun, so maybe I'd like it too. At the very least, it could be useful to know someday. Besides, it's not like I've got anything better to do. She pretty much just has a freeloader lifestyle now. Boyo. Go check out the docks. No, they already took me to the docks. I think I might have clicked on it before I tabbed out or something. She is cute. Yeah, I love Miho. She's adorable. Down at the waterfront, there's a big crowd, like always. The merchant booths that Juliet pointed out to me have long lines and clusters of people in front of them. Right along the water, there are fishermen selling all kinds of fresh fish. The smell mixed with the salty sea air, it's making me hungry. I wander over to the spot that Juliet pointed out to me. Today, there's half a dozen people with fishing... Oh, I wanted to talk to him anyway. That works out. Today, there's half a dozen people with fishing rods in their hands, lines out in the water. They're all spaced apart, and behind them is a man who's giving instructions. You are Hunger. Hello, Hunger. Welcome to the chat.
Know him?
You do. You met him. He's not going to remember you, though. Right? I don't think he's going to remember you. Whoa, there's a white Miku? I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, I did add, like, a bunch of new avatars for the stream game. I forgot about that. I look closer. Sure enough, it's the man I met on the mountain. Oh, he was wearing glasses before. Now you can see his face. I met on the mountain not too long ago, who taught me what a kiwi is. He paces between the people fishing, adjusting their posture and giving them advice. Are you chasing off the other avatars? Is that what this is? There's another person helping him out, a younger guy who's untangling lines and preparing supplies. One of the fishermen waves at the instructor for help.
Hey, Mr. Kim, can you give me a hand?
That is literally just a pirate. There is a pirate here.
Coming!
Mr. Kim practically skips over and shows the person how to send out their line. And once again, it seems like the food place is well ahead of schedule. Well ahead of schedule. So we made it like 1 minute into gameplay, and we might be going on a brief little break here. But I'll be back shortly. Yeah, no, they're super quick. I'm impressed, because most times you get things through like DoorDash or whatever. It takes them like 50 minutes or something to get the food, which is reasonable. It's fine. But like these guys are just wildly quick. And it's like, I'm not going to complain. It's just, I'm impressed. Anyway, yeah. We'll be back in a second. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for coming to my 30-minute stream with 2 minutes of gameplay. back. You are kind of incredibly huge. Wait, who was that? Who's Chaos right now? Whoever's Chaos, you are very huge. Oh, yeah, is everybody stuck in the ceiling? Hold on. No, there's no ceiling right now. I think it's just everybody's dead still. It looks like your battle royale is still going on. Very big. Oh, Rocket, you're big. Got it. That was really cute. The driver with the food who drove into my computer and delivered this food to me despite me being a data file, don't worry about it, was like trying to figure out what the correct pronunciation for my name was, and I'm like, oh, it's Vera, and he was like, oh, it says Treat Stream, and it's like, that's not a name. Treyot Stream, it's foreign. It's a foreign name. Anyway, we're back. Thank you again, Ika, for the sandwich. I don't know why the notice didn't go off, but I appreciate it. Okay. I'm getting Grub, but not Grubhub. Maybe Grubhub, I actually don't know who they use. Mr. Kim practically skips over and shows the person how to send out their line. I will enjoy the grub.
I need some help too. Which bait should I use?
The good baits.
That depends on the fish. Let's take a look.
He bounces around between the group before he spots me and gives me a big hearty wave. Wait, who told you that's my real last name? You can't just tell people that online. Now everybody knows. Hello, Whiteside. Welcome in. Murder in the battle. Oh, okay, so yeah, Mr. Faceless is the Chaos. Okay, I got confused there for a second. I see. Vera Sweetstream. Sweetstream. That's actually a pretty good name. Sweetstream sounds like it'd be a racer from, what was it? Sugar Rush? The Wreck-It Ralph racing game. Sweetstream sounds like they'd be from that. Or like, the game, the Endless Runner games, but you're like an ice cream delivery person, and you're like racing your ice cream truck to the kids at the end of the level, and you gotta jump between the lanes of traffic, and they call it Sweetstream, and it would be free on the phone, and then you get to watch a cool advertisement every 22 seconds, and it's actually the most infuriating thing ever, and they call it Sweetstream. Wreck-It Ralph, and you can see that. Yeah. The Lazy River map for it. Your sweet car. I want a sweet car, that'd be cool. Like, actually made out of sweets, though.
Hello there, miss. Here for a bit of fishing?
Hello, Allie. Welcome in. Welcome. You have missed practically nothing at this point. We just barely got into gameplay, and then I had to go pick up foods. We're talking to Mr. Kim. We're gonna learn how to fish.
I was thinking about it.
You've certainly come to the right place. First time fishing?
With a rod, at least. I usually do it with my teeth.
Oh, I can't say I've ever tried that myself, but if you'd like to learn how to do things our way, I'd be glad to show you.
Do you fish with your teeth or a rod, chat?
Sure, why not? I came all this way.
I'm not trying to find if there are any, like, foxes secretly hanging out in chat and not telling anyone or anything like that. I don't want you to blow your cover if that's the case.
That's the spirit. Here, why don't you go ahead and stand here?
Because she's a fox. She's a fox. And so as a fox, she jumps in the water and she tries to catch the fish in her mouth.
Fishing with your
now
teeth?
she's learning how to
How
fish like a
rude.
people, so she's got to use a fishing rod. It's not rude if you're a fox. It's totally appropriate. You just don't want to be somebody's dinner. Clearly she didn't eat... Well, I mean, we don't know that. You're dead, so she could have eaten you. How did you die, Fishbone? Is it related to this game? Did Miho eat you? Is that what happened? Maybe. I take a spot on the pier and face the water. Mr. Kim goes through how to hold the rod, how to put bait on the hook, and finally, how to cast. Once he's done explaining, he steps back to give me some space.
All right. Now let's see what you've got.
Right. So I stand like this and put my hand here.
I do my best to copy everything he showed me, and then with a flick of my wrists, I cast my line out to the sea.
Perfect! Nice job. Oh, I forgot to ask for your name.
Treat stream.
Miho.
Miho.
No, I've never been there before. Not even by a cute girl.
Okay. Alright. So the mysteries behind Fishbone's death are still unexplained.
I died 67 years ago.
Wow. You're old. You're an old fish. Avatar game broken again. Oh, I guess so. Hold on, I can fix it. It looks like the Battle Royale is still trying to go on, and I don't know why. Here, let's just do that. Boop.
Nice job, Miho. Keep it up and you'll be a master angler in no time.
Excuse you, I told you my name was Tweetstream. Tweetstream? Treatstream. Sweet stream. Oh, did you hear? Did you guys see how Twitter was like super broken yesterday? Like some people weren't able to post tweets anymore. For me, I wasn't able to get notifications anymore. And then today, there were like a bunch of like leaked document things from like somebody talking about working over at Twitter and what was going on. And apparently yesterday, Musk got really angry because he wasn't getting enough attention on his tweets. And he's like, I got all these followers and I'm only getting this many views. What's going on? What's wrong with this platform? And then the head engineer was like, well, you see, if you look at like trends in popularity, people just haven't really been following your stuff as recently since this stuff happened at Tesla like a year ago. And then like he pulled out charts and stuff, and then Musk was just like, you're fired, get out of here. And it's just like, so the entire reason everything was breaking yesterday was probably because of that, I would assume. That sounds pretty directly associated. Yay for sinking ships. Woo! You mean no one likes me? You weren't able to follow people? Yeah, a lot of things weren't working right. And then conveniently, the head engineer was fired at the same time. What could possibly be going on there?
How long does it take to catch one?
Well, now that depends on the fish. It could be minutes, or it could be hours. I've been after the same fish for years.
His ego very small. Read Twitter daily, no notifications, can't read a lot of replier people. Oh, some people still feel that way. There are people who are still... The other thing that was like listed in that same document is how they're talking about like how he would come into work and all of his suggestions and information on how to improve the platform would specifically be from the people responding to his tweets.
Let's hope the majority shareholders wise up and kick out the Musk.
Pretty much. I don't know though. I don't even know if that's possible. I don't pay enough attention to things. He put his account into private mode or something for a day because he couldn't believe how little interaction he was getting, even though there's still tons of weird... Yeah, there's tons of Musk shrimps. And that's the thing, like, apparently, a lot of the things he tries to fix, he takes specifically from replies to his own tweets. So he'll check his own replies and, like, use that as, like, his go-to source of, like, stuff that needs to be fixed on the platform. Because that's not going to give him skewed information and just, like, here's these, like, weird cases people bring to you that, like, you know, maybe they're the only person who's encountered. And then everyone else is saying, like, oh, Musk, I love you. You're going to save humanity with your superpowers.
Musk is no longer majority shareholder because he's the CEO.
Is that how, I don't, like, I honestly don't know how that stuff works. Can you not be a CEO and majority shareholder? Is that like a conflict of interest kind of thing? So, like, you lose your ability to be a majority shareholder or something? I honestly don't know. Especially those guys who hack YouTube accounts promote. Yeah, I saw one of those like yesterday or 2 days ago. Really recently, someone was talking about them. How, like, if you see those, you don't go ahead and unsubscribe right away, because YouTube will pack. YouTube, as far as my experience with them, has been awful to work with whenever I need them to, like, fix things, but that's mostly been copyright claims. But apparently, they're very good at recovering accounts whenever people take them over and do weird shit like that to them, and, like, they'll fix those accounts within, like, a day or two. So at least that department's doing their job. They've been going for years. Yeah, I imagine. I just saw one of those Musk accounts in a retweet or something, like, yesterday. Yeah, anyway.
Whoa! Don't you ever go home?
Never. He laughs, and I'm reminded of the first time we met up on the mountain. Remember, he doesn't remember shit. Pretty sure he doesn't remember shit. He shouldn't. By the logic of how our curse works, I don't think he should remember who we are. They at least realize letting hackers take everything over would be bad. Yeah, for sure. Old man brain. Well, he has a very old man brain, too. Because, like, I'm pretty sure he's a vampire as well. The implications made him look like a vampire, which means he's very, very
Your
old.
shares are factored differently, so your 75 will only be as good as the 45.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know any of that. I don't really know a whole lot about business. But that is an interesting factoid. Fishbone apparently may have been a business fish. Holy sh... Business fish is a real thing. What if business fish died and became Fishbone 67 years ago? I don't know how the logic on that works, but that'd be crazy. Real
I
Fishbone
certainly do.
facts.
But I always come back. Patience is the most important virtue,
okay
other
then.
than maybe a bit of luck.
I don't think luck is a virtue.
I didn't go to school for nothing.
Okay. I believe you. Real fishy business. Mr. Kim goes to check on the others while I stand there waiting. It doesn't seem like anyone else is getting a bite, so at least it's not just me. Suddenly, one of the other fishers yells with excitement.
I got one! I got one!
He got one! They frantically start to reel in their catch. All of us gather around to watch.
Steady, steady.
They plant their feet firmly, reeling with all their strength, but it's clear that the fish is fighting back.
Can you help?
Of course.
Oh my god, or she got one. They got one. I don't know. They got one. Mr. Kim also grabbed the rod, and together the two of them managed to land their catch. They're really cute, though. They are really cute, though. I was expecting, like, a kid or something. I like that hair a lot, though. That's good anime hair. That's how you make good anime hair. Everyone, including myself, gasps as a fish breaks through the surface, its red scales shining in the sunlight. Mr. Kim, let's go so the fish here can admire their prize. Oh, look at these demon-type people back here, Oni people. That's cool. Because remember, we live in a city where it's like, there's a bunch of, like, I forget what the word they called. They had a special word they used for, like, mythological creature people.
Whoa! And isn't she beautiful? Congratulations.
Live in a society. Oni are cool. My stomach rumbles just from watching. Unfortunately, after a few more minutes of waiting for my own fish, I still don't get any bites. Finally, it's time to pack up and head home. Mr. Kim catches me before I can leave the pier. Oh, it was Grubhub. Sure enough.
So, what'd you think, Miho? Does it beat the ways you've gone fishing before?
Well, the ways I've gone fishing before, I got to eat a fish. That was mine. Oh, did that buzzing pick up on the mic? Hold on, does my mic not have the, My mic might not have the filter on it it's supposed to have. That could be a thing. Oh! Noise suppression. Please upgrade both NVIDIA Video and Audio SDK. Your current version of Audio SDK is outdated. Oh! OBS noise suppression is currently broken, apparently. Surprise! I didn't even update OBS, but apparently it just decided to break on its own, so I'll figure that out later.
That was okay.
Very fun.
I didn't catch anything in the end. But it was cool to watch you and that other person get one.
So my thing with fishing is I think it's very fun in video games, but I can't do fishing in real life because, like, if I caught something, it'd be cool, but, like, if I caught something, it wouldn't be cool, because then I'd have to, like, get it off the hook and stuff. Oh, I didn't forget to update. I purposely didn't update, but apparently things will still break if you just leave it on the old version. I don't know. I mean, if I'm not, like, I don't know. I don't want to handle the fish or the bait. I just want to fish, which is probably why I should just fish in video games instead, because I'm a baby.
It's like that sometimes. You just have to keep trying.
Alexa will play
I
nothing.
hope we'll see you around again sometime.
Alexa doesn't respond to Alexa, so that's not going to work on me, even if I read your tweet. Why'd I call it a tweet? Damn it, I have Twitter on the brain, even if I read your comment. Fishing is fun, but the hook is the hard part to remove. Yeah, I just feel, I don't know, I feel bad. Although, like, if I'm catching a fish, it's probably, like, eat it or something, but I still feel bad. I do. It needs to get out of there. Please like your tweets. Okay, hold on. Alexa is a smelly. It's true. It's very true. Hold on, I gotta go do a thing. One day we'll finish the first scene of this game since we turned it on. It will be so good when it happens. Just you wait and see. Don't look at your Twitter. I have it muted on... I think I followed on both of my accounts, but I have it muted on one of them. Nothing personal, of course. I check that Twitter in public more often, though. Please understand. I finally found a way to wear headphones. Cute. Alright. Alright. I liked some of those tweets for you. There you go.
I'm clearly the best fish here.
Clearly. I'd pull a hook out of Fishbone's mouth. Just yank it really hard. No, that'd be too cruel. I can't do that. You'd rather pull a hook out of a fish because how you fish, you have to leather bite your hand. I don't know what that means. What does leather bite mean? But that's why I follow you on my alt account too. Because my alt account is just, it's not always it's just an alt account. And then I can freely engage with the world. Anyway.
Yeah, maybe. Thanks for showing me all that stuff.
Let them not leather. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. These are confusing words you're using in a sentence together. Don't feel bad killing fish for some reason, but hunting you do. I mean, I think it's just like there's a greater separation. Maybe. I couldn't do any of that stuff. I am one of those people who it's like, I never want to see what I am going to I'm not going to associate the animal with what's on my plate. They're two completely different things, and I'm going to ignore the middle ground because I am baby. Hunting you take life and fish you catch with bait. I am baby Vera. Whatever. I got my $7. I don't even care. nothing was hunted or fished out of the water to make this $7. Probably. I don't know what's in $7. I assume coffee, but they don't really say. In the end, it was a lot of just standing around. What he said about needing patience makes sense, but if I'm looking for something fun to do, then I'm not sure if this was exciting enough. But it was kind of relaxing, and I do still think it would be useful to learn. Either way, I'm glad I came and checked this place out. Now to go see if Juliet keeps any seafood in the fridge at the library. Stinky fish library. Once we finish eating breakfast, Juliet drums her fingers on the table. I don't know what the fanfare was for, but we did it. We survived to see another day. They do got pretty clothes. Is this the first you've seen of this game? It's good. It's very cute. Fishing you do is called doodling. You go into a river and put your hand in what you hope is a fish's mouth and pull them out of the water. Rocket! Why would you do that to yourself? Why is that a thing? Thank you for cheers. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll turn it down a little bit. I don't know where it is. I don't remember where applause is. It's fine. Fish hooking. Catfish noodling. Wait, you're saying noodling. What was it up above? Doodling. I mean, those are close. Those are pretty close. The fish you do it with are the kind without sharp teeth. They usually eat stuff whole. That still sounds very bizarre to me. You've only been bit by one snapping turtle. Frog gigging. See, now we're just making up phrases and dropping them in the chat.
Miho, it occurred to me that perhaps I should give you the proper tour of the library now.
We made it past the scene. That's the celebration. I can work with that. No, okay, fish hooking makes sense, but frog gigging sounds ridiculous. Catfish have spurs though, and they suck to get hit by them. We'll just get some catnip for your catfish, and then they'll be content, and they won't bite you anymore. Once you finish eating, yeah.
That way, you have the weekend to get better acquainted with it if you need.
Yeah.
Tour? I think I've seen everything.
I think we are on track to spend the next 84 hours playing through this game at the rate we're moving, so we're making good time.
Pardon. I meant of the books themselves. Where to find each genre and what they are.
Oh, right. Sure.
You still have a scar from it? Oh, yeah, that sounds rough. I hadn't really thought about the books. To me, they're all the same, but I guess that wouldn't be true for everyone else. Right now, I have the place memorized in the same way you'd memorize a battlefield. What places are out of sight, how to get in and out, and anything else that might be useful. Oh, wait, okay. For those who don't remember or weren't here for the previous parts, she's Vampire Lady. She lives in the library and runs the library. She's, regular human lady. She works in the coffee shop and likes to write. She's a fox. But sometimes she dresses up like a human because she got magic powers and stuff. They're all in New Zealand, and New Zealand is in the sky. Because that's how the world works. Now you know. Yeah, it's the fancy vampire look. That's why she's like super, super fancy. It's classic vampire. In the sky, yeah, the continents fly in this. So the surface of the planet is referred to as the underworld. Fox. So, I mean, I think the implication, we didn't get all of the pieces of the puzzle, but I think what it was that she was a regular normal fox at the beginning of the game, which was actually probably hundreds of years ago or something. And a traveler from a far off land would come and give her food. And she made friends with this traveler. And the traveler at one point in time gave her like a scroll of paper that we know nothing about because Miho can't read. And a beaded necklace. And presumably these beads are what's allowing her to transform and be a human. And she's basically been living her life as a thief, kind of hopping on and off of airships and just robbing 7-Elevens. And there's like a curse thing where if people don't interact with her in 24 hours, they forget she exists, and that has made her thief gig very, very easy for her. Unfortunately, these two, and fortunately at the same time, ran into her multiple times within a day, and this is like a first time this happened because she was messing with a vampire, and the vampire can go all bat mode and chase down a fox that's running away with stolen goods from your library. And then the vampire is like, hey, listen, I see that you're a freeloader and you're confused and you're all alone, and I know that lifestyle. How about you stay with me? And now they're all friends. And that's the story so far. This is very cute. Hello, welcome in, Vixie Ruger. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see ya. Yeah, it's just a visual novel. It's gonna turn super gay at some point in time, I'm sure. But right now, it's just kind of cozy. Cozy good times. You'll never be normal again after you hear a Cajun call a chicken a yard pimp. I don't... What? It's very cute. Hell yeah! Hell yeah, gay! Let's go! I don't think there are many battles that happen in here, so Juliet's tour would probably be more helpful. See a cute girl stealing your stuff and invite her to live with you instead. Understandable. Right? Makes sense to me. Extended super visual novel with fishing. That's right.
If you'd like, I can show you a couple of my favorite books.
Still don't know how to read, but yes, please, do it.
That way, if anyone asks for a recommendation, you could at least make something up.
Music by Koji Condominium. The lesser-known brother of Koji Kondo? Is that who that is?
That'd be great.
Anything that makes it easier for me to make things up is fine by me. The three of us head to the entrance.
Let's
How's the
start
volume,
with
by the way? That
basics,
seems
shall
like it's
we?
probably a little too loud.
As you know, this is the reference
There
desk.
we go. Turn it down a bit.
It's where books are checked in and out, and where anyone who
Volume
needs it
good?
can
Cool,
find
cool,
it.
cool.
What kind of help do people
Cool,
ask
thank you.
for?
Usually, they need assistance finding a specific book. Or perhaps they need a recommendation for what to read next, as Aspen mentioned.
As someone who doesn't know what a word is, this is the perfect job for me. If she were to get in a relationship, neither party can travel alone without losing precious memories. Yeah, so that's the thing. If she loses contact with someone for more than 24 hours or whatever, they forget she exists. So I imagine that there's going to be like a point in the game where that's going to be a serious problem. Because it's like, I don't think the three of these people can be in the same place all the time forever. Yeah, it's pretty lame. Pretty lame. Do phone calls count? I don't know. Hasn't come up. Maybe. If that's a good loophole, then that's how they could make it work, I guess. This is why we need to consume the books to learn words. That makes sense. I respect it. Thank you for the nothing, Captain Stump. Thank you, thank you. Also, hello. Welcome. Oh, wait. I never reconnected stream avatars. I just realized that.
Hope they like the same books
There we
as
go.
her then.
That's better. Have your stream avatars again. It broke and I had to reset it.
Don't worry, I'll think of some that are more popular.
Would adding her on Discord work? Probably. More so than a phone call, I'm sure. Welcome. Why? I think the Battle Royale part tends to break things.
Not my real favorites, which most people would be too bored to finish.
Welcome, welcome. Juliet leads us into the actual rows of shelves. I stare down the books as I pass by, committing as many details to memory as I can. Even if I can't read the words, I can try to remember the colors and shapes and the covers. Ah, yes, the rectangle with the red. A very fine choice. I recommend that one highly. Also, this blue one over here is very good. True story of bookiness. Again, I don't know if a library is the best place for someone who doesn't know how to read to be working, but we'll make it work. It's fine. We are not purging the whales. We're done purging the whales. No more whale purging. This is a whale purge-free zone. The red one is clearly strawberry flavored? Probably. That would taste pretty good. I'm down for that. Cooler hydrate? Thank you.
Over here is the children's section. It's got lots of picture books and beginner reader books. The shelves are shorter too, so that children can reach them more easily.
Stupid kids. Don't even know how to tall write.
Oh, I've seen some of those around. Are adults allowed to read them too?
Of course. Parents
Okay,
read to their
thank you.
kids quite often.
Or, you know, you can just read pictures and be cool.
Some people read them for fun, too.
Thank you, Aspen. Aspen gets me.
You gain so much more appreciation for the illustrations once you're older.
Exactly. That's why you read manga and act like you're a regular adult. We head over to another area.
This is the non-fiction section. It's for books about things that are true, rather than made-up stories.
Gross.
I rarely visit this section, personally.
In a shady corner near Aspen's favorite table, Juliet taps a small sign hanging on one of the shelves. Also might be talking about doujins. That's true, that's true.
This is the mystery section. Stories about detectives, murders, and other such subjects live here.
I do admire mystery writers. It's difficult to come up with a compelling one.
Yeah, writing a mystery would be an interesting process, I'm sure. I imagine with a good mystery, you have to kind of like have a premise for your story. And then you have to have like some really rough steps that you're willing to completely throw out. And then come up with like a really solid ending. And then go back and probably scrap all of those in-between steps and just start over on them because you need to make the ending work somehow. It'd be a weird kind of thing to write. I don't know how to write in general. Writing's hard. But like a mystery, that seems like especially complicated. We go around the whole library like this with Juliet and Aspen pointing out all the other sections. Finally, we come to a stop back at the desk where we started. The non-fiction mystery, that is a good question. Imagine if it's a non-fiction mystery, they're just going to put it in non-fiction. Meta mystery when you publish a blank book. Ooh, I could do that. I'm capable of that kind of writing.
I do believe
I'm
that's
up to
everything.
that challenge.
Do you feel like you have a good understanding now?
Yes. Kids are small, so let them read the books that are on the ground. And then tall people are tall, so let them read the things that aren't on the ground. But they can also read the things that are on the ground. And mysteries are in the mystery section.
It's hard to keep them all straight. Fantasy, history, cookbooks, biographies.
Wait, did we talk about cookbooks? I can't even remember shit.
I think I've got most of it, though.
Yeah, probably. By the end, my head feels like it's spinning, and I know that I won't be able to remember everything as hard as I try. But I do feel like I've gotten a better feeling for the place. At the very least, I could show someone where to find the restrooms.
It is a lot to take in. Don't worry if you can't memorize it all right away. There's plenty of time to learn.
It's true. Oh yeah, but you gotta make sure to cook the books first, Ty. Always cook the books.
Even I forget where things are sometimes, and I've spent more time here than at my own apartment.
That's because you're a nerd, Aspen.
Thanks! It might take me a while, but I'll get it eventually.
I know you will. I have the utmost confidence in you.
If I'm going to do this, I may as well try my best. Maybe something good will come from it, and if not, I can always just leave.
Want me to show you the books I was thinking of now?
Yes.
Sure.
I'll be off to bed myself then. Have a lovely day, you two.
Sleep well.
Oh yeah, so like they're besties and stuff, but like they kind of spend like the mornings and the evenings hanging out and stuff, but like, you know, she got to do the whole daytime vampire sleep thing, and she's like, she works a 9-to-5 coffee shop job thing, so
Night.
we kind of bounce between the two of them. And other people like Kim, and what was the cute coffee shop girl name? The bird. Princess Tutu. What was Princess Tutu's name? I can't remember. I like her though. Juliet heads upstairs while Aspen and I go back to the shelves.
To start with,
She leads the way to the fiction section. Which is easy to remember since it's the biggest. Yeah, it's probably Fred, that sounds right. Aspen runs a finger across the books as we move down an aisle. I see her scanning the titles before she stops and taps the spine of one. Yeah, her name's just Princess Tutu. Princess Fred Tutu. That was her name. That's right. Yeah, I forgot about the rubber ducky emote. Good.
here we are, Wuthering Heights.
Oh yeah, that was like
I
a...
just returned this one recently.
I thought
after
that was a
finishing
show.
my annual reread.
I think it probably was like a show or a movie based off a book, though. That makes sense. Not everyone is Princess Tutu. No, she's specifically Princess Tutu because she's a bird person and she's got like the same feather things on her hair that Princess Tutu does. Fred was a show. That is true. Verxmilla Mom? I don't think that's accurate. I'm pretty sure it was just Fred Tutu. Don't lead me astray like that.
It's a very tragic
Thank
love
you for
story.
hydrating.
The main character is rather terrible, I must confess, and there's an awful lot of death. But despite all that, it's beautiful.
That description definitely isn't what I was expecting.
People really like to read that stuff?
Your depressing shit's the best.
Sometimes, yes, you read to experience all kinds of different feelings. Besides, I think there's a kind of sad beauty to doomed romances like that. It really does put life in perspective.
If you say so.
You don't have to take my word for it. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you start working here. In the meantime...
I follow Aspen to the other side of the room where there are a couple smaller racks of books near the corner.
Do you enjoy poetry?
Still can't read, but yes.
You mean like races and stuff? Guess they're okay.
Like pottery, pottery. I get it. Lena, yeah, that's right. There it is, Lena. And also pottery is like poetry. Poetry and pottery. I get it. I get the joke.
That's pottery. Poetry is...
I'm smart.
prose.
Lena Fred
Words
Tutu.
in their best order. Poetry, the best words in the best order.
Oh, okay.
Samuel Coleridge said that. He was a poet, but he's not the one I have in mind. I'll show you what he meant.
Oh. Channel your shout. I was trying to shout out Samuel Coleridge, but he's not real. That is a made-up poet. Not a real poet if you don't have a Twitch account. Sorry, Faker. The book she selects looks old, very old. It has a green cover that's rough like a lizard's skin, with the letters being faded gold.
Alfred Lord Tennyson is one of the most famous poets to have existed. I simply adore his work. Here, this is from The Lady of Shalott.
That's a kind of onion. Right? Good for the game, leading me astray like that.
Ahem.
She clears her throat again, even though it's only been a few seconds since the last time.
Willows whiten, aspens shiver. The sunbeam showers break and quiver. In the stream that runneth ever, by the island in the river, flowing down to Camelot.
Oh, Camelot's where, King... not Midas. King... Peter. King Peter. Where you park your camels, yes. King Arthur, that's the one. That's the one. First try, all I had to do was read chat and give him my third try. King Piccolo. Yes, that's it. King Piccolo from Camelot. King Piccolo's from Kakarot. Or the Kakarot show, rather. They should just call Dragon Ball the Kakarot show. And they should just call the show... They should just call Dragon Ball Carrot. That'd be cool, I'd like that. World's most popular shonen anime, and just call it Carrot. That'd be neat. I barely heard past the first line.
Aspens, like your name. Does it come from this poem?
If only. Aspens are a type of tree. Mum loves them. More than she likes poetry, for sure. I do wish I'd been named after it, though.
She reads me the rest of it, which ends up being pretty long. It's kind of hard to follow, but imagining the fields and towers that she talks about is nice. Carrot cake. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've been to Camelot before. Some of the details in the poem aren't quite right. You've been to Camelot before, huh? Anyway, even if I don't really understand the poem, Wait, is Camelot real? I thought Camelot... Was Camelot based off of a real place, or was Camelot a completely fictional place? It was fake, okay. It's nice to listen to Aspen. Like, obviously the stories are fake, but I don't know if the area was tied to real life. It's nice to listen to Aspen reading it. Plus, there's no way I'll forget what that book looks like.
Alright, last one. I thought 3 would be enough to start, but you can always ask me for more recommendations if you need. I could suggest books until lunch, if I didn't stop myself.
Compilation of existing castles. Yeah, makes sense.
I might someday.
Do you have redfish, bluefish, and can I eat them?
Even though I lived in the library for a few days now, I never really knew how many different books there were out there before.
Oh, believe me, this library isn't even a fraction of what exists. It's not that big for a library, in fact, just huge for a personal collection, which is really what it is.
But yeah, Monty Python's always been 100% on the money, factual.
How many books have you read?
I couldn't even
Especially
guess.
the bunnies.
Definitely hundreds. Maybe thousands? I've never tried counting, but perhaps I should now that you mention it.
That's a lot. It's a lot of books.
It would be nice to look back on someday. Okay, here we are.
The book she takes me to is laid out flat on an end table where more people can see it, rather than on the shelf.
Everyone knows the story of Peter Pan, the boy who never grows up and can fly.
Just like King Peter from Camelot.
Everyone except me.
Yeah, if you love books so much, name all of them. We're waiting. The book she takes me to... Oh yeah, I read that.
Now you do too. Peter has a darling fairy friend named
I like
Tinkerbell,
Tinkerbell.
and he fights the Darcyby pirate Captain Hook.
I like Captain Hook.
Peter leads a group of boys called the Lost Boys, and
Lost
they
Boys are
cause
pretty cool.
all sorts of trouble for Neverland.
I like
where they all
Neverland.
live.
What do you mean he never grows up?
In Neverland, you never get older. So he stays a young boy for his whole life. Even when the girl he loves, Wendy, grows up and gets married, and someday dies.
Depression, let's go, gamers! We got a depression moment, let's fucking go! You only know where this is going. Now I'm sad. Hell yeah. Oh, you like books? Name every fanship. Damn. I'm going to not do that. There's some very cursed fanships out there. I would choose to avoid them. You must sleep. Good night, Mr. Faceless. Have yourself a good night. Thank you for coming by. Always good to see you. Fare thee well.
You sure do like sad stories, huh?
Yeah, I think the gist of this conversation is that she's regular human. I mean, this not why they're having it. She's talking about because she likes books, but like the reason it's being showcased is because she's like regular and she's like mythological and seems, I don't know if she's unaging or if she just lives for a super crazy long period of time because she's clearly very old or something because of the magic from the Traveler.
I suppose I do. It's as Peter Pan himself says. To die would be an awfully big adventure. Still, it's not like I only like sad things. Romance is my favourite genre. And not just the tragic kind.
I do like romance. And sad things. I sit down on one of the chairs since it seems like Aspen wants to have a conversation. May as well get comfy. Aspen sits down too, fidgeting with the strap of her purse.
Why is it your favorite?
Why? Well,
Her hands stop moving while she thinks.
In a book, things can be much more perfect than in real life. A moonlit balcony all alone, or a sunset kiss on the seashore. Real life is considerably messier.
It's true. Wait, what is Captain Stump's? Oh, it's Sheik. It's Sheik. That's who that is. Okay, got it. Got it. Couldn't tell for a second. Oh yeah, I forgot like the Kirby's. They have like a Kirby for every character. I think they have a Kirby for every character. I'm not sure. That's a lot of Kirby's. In a book, we have the Reading Rainbow. Very true.
I've never been in love before.
Now it's
Although
your
I think
chance.
it sounds quite nice. As I said earlier, people read to feel things.
You know what else makes you feel things? Mysterious fox girls who show up in your town. No, I don't have Contra in here. I think yours is, it's, a martial art, I mean, it's, I don't know who the character is supposed to be, but it's from the mobile gacha game version of Metal Slug. Because that's the pack I have in there. I don't have any Contra in there, I don't believe.
So until that time, living vicariously through other stories is enough.
You could live less vicariously through me.
What about you?
What about me?
Do you ever hope to fall in love? I assume you haven't been in love before, but maybe I'm wrong.
This is... See, I told you this game was gonna get gay eventually, and we're there. We're there now, it's getting gay.
Nah, I haven't. I like being on my own.
Shut up, Miho, I'm trying to enjoy this.
Do you think maybe that would change if you met the right person?
She clearly likes you.
I don't know. Maybe. I haven't thought about it much. Since everyone forgets me, there's never been a reason for me to care.
If only someone doesn't forget you. Unfortunately, no one who fits that description exists.
I suppose that's reasonable. Still, that must be... Well, it doesn't matter. Do you ever watch movies? Or TV? Just about everything has a love story in it nowadays, not just books.
Nah, not in a long time.
How long?
She sure asks a lot of questions, and they jump around topics so much, too. I don't really mind, but I have to try hard to even remember the answers. All the places I've seen and days I've spent have mostly blurred together in my head.
I'm not sure. A few years? There was a really big crowd around a window, so I wanted to see what they were all looking at.
Yes, that's right. It was the invention of television.
And? What was it?
Fast and the Furious is the best romance movie about I mean, it is a movie about family, that's for sure. It's hard to forget the importance of family when Fast and the Furious is around.
I don't know what it was. I didn't speak the language there yet, and I didn't memorize the sounds. But on TV, there were these people in white suits bouncing around, and the people watching seemed really excited by it.
You're a boomer! It's the moon! It was the moon landing! She's a friggin' boomer, remembering friggin' boomer space news. Aspen gasps.
Did the people on TV, do you remember by chance if the place they were hopping around looked like a desert, all rocky and empty?
It was faked specifically so that Miho would see it as a catalyst for the story of this game. That's why.
Now that you mention it, yeah! How did you know?
She dashes a hand to her forehead in disbelief.
That was the moon landing!
No, I'm pretty sure I'd remember if the moon landed.
If the moon landed, we'd be fucked. I watched a documentary about that. But then you'd play songs and the time would reverse and everything's okay.
Not like that, silly. It was when humans went to the moon for the first time.
Wait, they did?
Yes, and you saw it happen, apparently.
People have gone to the moon. People have gone to the moon. Oh my god. That's wild. Did you guys know about this? Have you heard about people on the moon? It's crazy. Heard about sailors on the moon. Well, that's common sense. That makes sense. Where did you hear about sailors on the moon?
They must have had help from the Fabled's magic, right?
Probably. Futurama. Oh, okay.
No, not this time. It was pure human ingenuity.
Oh, that's the song you referenced that before too. I remember that song before. Okay. I only know it secondhand from previous chat experiences. We're whaling on the moon, we carry a harpoon, but there ain't no whales, so we can tell tall tales as we sing our whaling tunes.
Whoa.
You look surprised.
I am. I didn't know humans could do something like that.
How do you even breathe on the moon, you idiots? You're gonna run out of oxygen.
Well, not just any human. It took a lot of work from a lot of people. It still does to this day.
Have you guys heard the Rocket Experience? And are we gonna listen to it right now? Because I have no restraint when it comes to forcing us to do stupid things on this stream. Okay, sounds good to me. Let's go. They do swim training so that they can hold their breath super long. You don't think you have? You are in for a treat? We can call it a treat. I mean, it's a thing that exists, and it's wild that it is a thing that exists. The Rocket Experience. Buzz Aldrin's The Rocket Experience.
Exclusive.
Buzz, this is Houston. You've got about 10 minutes left now. 10 minutes left now. Prior to commencing your EVA termination activities, over.
All you need is the Rocket Experience. What you need is the Rocket Experience. All you need is the Rocket Experience.
To go flying into outer space. See this world as a beautiful place. All mankind, one human race.
I tell a story about my time.
Strong
on the
Christian rap
rebound.
vibes.
The sky was black even though the sun shined on. Moonwalking, such a trip, it's so fine when you're walking in the lunar dust. It took us 4 days riding on a rocket.
Boo Boo, you reminded me of like the most
For very
cursed
first time.
video.
Tell you about the meaning of it all.
I'm sure a lot of people have probably seen that. I will not be playing that video on my channel. But there is
Place above the sky, riding orbits
there's certainly
90
some
minutes time. All you
Christian
need is to come
rap
with me.
out there
I'll be your guide.
on YouTube. That's painful. We'll leave it at that.
See this world as a beautiful place. All mankind, one human race.
It's the one I can't play for you on Twitch. That's
Are you
popular.
ready to put on your space
That's all you need to know.
Strapped in for the G-force liftoff. Countdown is getting very close now to the adventure of a lifetime.
I heard it was faked though. I heard that was actually
Now
not
I say
genuine.
it's your turn. All we gotta do is make the engine burn. Let's take a trip on an orbital spaceship. This is how we will reach the stars. Stars, 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 stars.
But also, important detail, Snoop Dogg helped make this song. Clearly, obviously.
Got your feet under
There's Snoop Dogg all over this.
lack of gravity. Lack of gravity. Gravity.
All you need is the rocket experience.
Beautiful view. Magnificent desolation.
What you need is the rocket experience.
Buzz, you're cleared for takeoff.
All you need is the rocket experience.
Roger, understand. We're number one on the runway.
All you need is the rocket experience. It's all you need.
Favorite Buzz Aldrin episode was when he punched the guy in the face for saying the moon landing was faked.
I am the spaceman.
Makes sense to me. I mean, if that's like the big legacy of your lifetime, I can get it.
It's time to venture far. Let's take a trip to Mars. Our destiny is to the stars.
Plot twist is it was Neil Armstrong who said that.
It is the rocket experience.
Wouldn't that be crazy if Neil Armstrong was like a moon landing denier? What would you even make of that? I don't even know. Anyway, back to the game. Thank you, Buzz Aldrin. Thank you for serenading us with the music of Miho's past. Hey, where'd the game audio go? I can't believe you got to watch it live, though. What was it like? It was like I muted the audio in the game.
Had a really good lunch that day.
Hell yeah, food. Let's go, gamers. Yeah, I faked the moon landing. What of it? And then Buzz Aldrin, who was like literally 5 feet behind him, is just kind of like, I'm gonna punch that guy. That's how it happened.
Everyone was so distracted that I was able to sneak into a restaurant that usually would have caught me.
Hell yeah. Moon landing means free food. She shakes her head.
That's all you can remember.
Food is important.
It was some kind of pasta dish with a white sauce and lots of cheese.
People with like crazy food memory are wild to me. See, I assume this game takes place in present day. I don't know for sure. I don't remember if they mentioned a year or not, but like, can you remember specific meals you've had at different points in your lives, like years ago? That doesn't register with me, but I mean, I don't have much of a memory to begin with, so that might be part of it, but that still seems crazy to remember like the food you ate on a certain day. Present day. Present time. I don't possibly know what that reference is, Booba. I'm sure you just made that up. Some meals.
I I meant about... Oh, never mind.
Can't remember what. Yeah, no, I can barely remember what I did like 2 hours ago, let alone what I ate like for breakfast or whatever. Feel that.
Anyway, I was just going to suggest asking Juliet about putting a TV in your room.
Yeah, we can spend the rest of the game binging One Piece, and then everyone will forget who she is because she'll never leave her room, and it'll be sad, but also it's like, whatever. She just watched like 500 hours of pirate cartoon, so it's fine.
Surely there's one in this place somewhere. It would give you something to do, at least. And you don't have to be able to read to enjoy the story of a good show or movie.
That is true.
Yeah, I might. I definitely need something to do other than walk around town all day.
Okay, to be fair though, I like walking around town all day. I think that's pretty fun. Remember peanut butter, banana, and green grape sandwich you had when you were young? I forgot exactly how old, but pre-first grade. That's a strange thing to hold on to. But I guess just like random weird little things can be formative memories for seemingly no reason. Gotta be able to read subtitles. Only if you're watching it in a language you don't understand.
Let me know if you do. I'll bring over some movies for you to borrow.
Like, One Piece is mostly dubbed into English, and they're speaking English here, so she should be fine. But also, I feel like Miho would probably understand Japanese. I feel like she'd probably understand Japanese. Because she's traveled around and lived in a lot of different places, and managed to pick up on languages just by, like, listening to the locals long enough. And, like, she's from, like, Korea. And Japan's right there, so either language she'd probably be okay. Well, that you don't have 500 hours worth of, though. 4Kids One Piece was only, like, one season of the show, wasn't it?
If I can't recommend books to you, at least I can do that.
Will do. I don't know where else I'd start anyway.
After checking her phone, Aspen stands back up.
I'll be more than happy whenever you ask. For now, not to be rude, but I'm going to go write for a little while.
Okay. Have good right. From a similar time, you remember we ran out of hot dog buns, so we sliced them into rings and put them on wheat bread slices. I remember not liking the bread very much, but didn't mention it because it was your idea. That's a solution. Wheat bread's good, though. It's good for you. It's a healthy bread. So, I mean, it's got that going for it, even if it might not be the tastiest hot dog sandwich.
I'm working on the last couple chapters of this book before I'm finished, and I want to be done with it as fast as I can.
Oh, sure. Good luck.
To tell the truth, I'm always a bit relieved when someone else ends the conversation for me. I never know how to do it myself. Me ending conversations is usually I don't want to stop talking until I am ready to pass out, and then I just kind of space out for a while. Other people usually have to end conversations for me. I like talking. I like talking to people. That's how it be. When you grow up poor and bread is hot dog buns, hamburger buns, sandwich bun, every kind of buns. Yeah. Nah, for sure. I mean, only place I've ever gotten buns are like if I go to 7-Eleven to buy a hot dog. Because that's where they come with them. But like, I never bought buns, really. I wave goodbye as Aspen goes off to her table by the window, pen in hand. Within moments, she's hunched over her notebook, writing. Alright, well, we're gonna head out. We're gonna explore a little bit. I don't know what the point... Well, I mean, if we go to the cafe, we might see Bird Girl. We're not gonna see Aspen, obviously, because she's not there. Actually, Bird Girl's at the park. We could see Bird Girl at the park. Lena, Fred. Cuba Street we've gone to a lot of times. We've been to the bay and the waterfront before. I don't think we've ever... Oh, Den is where we were living when we were just being a fox on the edge of town. Yeah, it's Bird from Sigurd and Bird, that's right. No, but see, look, she has the Princess Tutu hair. I love her. Lena's the best. We've never gone to the botanical garden, I don't think, so I want to check that out. I'm feeling a little aimless, so I decided to spend a day in the botanical garden checking out the plants at my own pace. My leisurely browsing rewards me with some weird flowers I've never noticed before. They're green and red and shaped so weirdly. They almost look like they have little mouths with teeth. Botanical gardens are pretty cool. They're no aquariums, but they're up there. I know you're not really supposed to touch things in botanical gardens, but I just want to see what these weird teeth petals feel like. Maybe a certain bunny who's on multiple FBI lists can be found here. I don't think I know who that references to. Yeah, I don't know who the reference is. I'm trying to figure it out. Poke. Eek, yuck, it's trying to bite me. What the hell? I reel my hand away as fast as I can, relieved to discover the plant has an extremely weak grip. As I do, it opens its maw back up, waiting for the next unsuspecting fool. Not the war criminal bunny. The other bunny. I don't know. I'm still drawing up nothing. Scary, scary. I didn't know there were flowers that could bite you. I'm gonna go look at some normal flowers now, and I'll keep my hands to myself this time. VTuber bunny girl, sure. I don't think I've seen that many. I mean, I'm familiar with a couple VTuber bunny girls, but I haven't actually watched many VTuber. I don't think I've actually watched any VTuber bunny girls more than like once or twice. Thinking on it. Unless I'm missing anybody. Momoka. I only saw her one time, though. I don't really know her channel super well. My head has been super foggy lately. It's driving me insane. I've like not been able to keep a clear thought in my head for like over a week now, and it's like, You ever have that just like, it doesn't hurt like a headache, but like the entire frontal part of your head is just like trembling fogginess? And you can't keep a straight thought? Because that's been my brain for a while now. Botanical Garden did not give us a whole lot to do. I think all it did was it made time pass, and now we have different people doing different things in different places. Yeah, we should go away, because it's been kind of a constant for me. It's been making it hard to get stuff done. I should probably refill my drink, though. I'm going to actually go refill my drink and put you guys on break for 5 minutes. It's a little early, I realize, but we're getting close to 2 hours, and I think maybe some water would do me good. So, I will be back shortly, and we'll pick up from here. Yes.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop. Okay?
Well, I'm going to stop for 5 minutes. I'm going to stop for 5 minutes. That counts, right? All right. See you soon. All right, we're back. Hello, 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 hello. It has been 5 minutes or something close to that. How about we go on an adventure? It is the afternoon. Welcome back to you too. Welcome, welcome, back. All right, we can go anywhere. How about we go bug this small, stupid child and tell him how small and dumb he is. I didn't accidentally mute the game, did I? Let me make sure first. No, I didn't. Feeling like I could use a break, I head down to Cuba Street. While I walk, I count up the bills in my wallet. Aspen was right. Having a job is kind of nice. At least, having money is. I can buy so many snacks, and no one can yell at me now. When I get there, I zero in on the convenience store I stole sandwiches from on my first day here. I browse through, grabbing anything that looks good, and carrying it up to the front where I dump everything onto the counter.
All of these, please.
Are you having a party or something?
What was that whistle for, huh? You a bird or something? You think you're a bird? I'm not a bird. I don't understand that language. I speak in, funny sound effects like that one, what does the fox say song? I don't even know. I'm still not sure what sound the fox actually makes. That thing just led me astray. Is it screechy? Is it kind of... Wait, what sound do they make? Hold on. Shit. I want to know what a fox sounds like. Hold on. Hold on, 1 second. Fox sounds. Oh, this... Hopefully I don't get muted for these. This is what Miho sounds like when she's not human Miho. No, those are birds. She's not the bird. This sounds like dogs. It's just a high-pitched dog, so it kind of is like the midpoint between a bird and a dog. A fox is a bird dog. That makes sense. The fox says squawk. The fox says barrel, barrel, clearly. Browse through, grabbing anything that looks good and carrying it up to the front where I dump it on the counter.
Nope. It's all for me.
Hungry. The impressed-looking employee fills up a plastic bag with my bounties, chips and candy and sandwiches.
Now, to find somewhere to enjoy these.
I don't want to walk all the way back to the library, but all the benches around here are full. I carry my bag up the street and then down another and another. Eventually, I reach a place I've never seen before. A large brick entrance looms over me with a wide open black gate. A place I've never seen before, the botanical garden that we have not gone to. People are going in and out freely, so it must be okay. It's not breaking and entering if everyone's doing it, right? As soon as I step in, I'm surrounded by plants. There's green in every direction. We just did a little sequence breaking, that's all. Don't worry about it. I don't have to walk for very long before I find exactly what I'm looking for. A nice quiet bench in the shade of a couple trees. As I'm walking over, something suddenly flies past my face. Look how... Oh my god. Ah. Chat. Look at it. Got it. It's cute. Look, it's so cute. The Pokemon. It's so cute. Cute little dude. No. We will not eat it. We will not eat it. We respect cute little dudes in this household. Look at the cute little dude. That's basically like a flowery... It's like a Whimsicott's cousin. It's got like the same little like... stupid body. It's got a little flowery hat. Kind of looks like a flowery top hat. Like this is like Mad Hatter hat if it was made out of flowers, kinda. And this is like a cape cloak combo, but they're also flowers. At first, I think it's a bird or a piece of cloth caught in the wind, but after a second, I realize it's a fabled, one that seems kind of familiar. It drifts away without stopping and floating in the opposite direction from me. I go and sit down, unwrapping the snack bar that I bought, and take a big bite. Yeah, you put that dressing away. I'm watching you. While I'm munching, a bug starts to buzz around my head. I wave it away a few times, but it keeps coming back. Oh yeah, that little dude was, the first time we met the small kid who had the mom, the kid was, like, following that fabled around, I think. While I'm munching... Okay, yeah, we read that.
What is it with things getting in my face today?
That's just what things do. No matter how many times I swat at it, the bug doesn't give up. Finally, I go to knock it away and totally by accident end up catching it in my hand instead. I can feel it buzzing against my palm as it flies around, trying to find a way out. It's not exactly pleasant. I'm not sure what to do with it. If I just toss it in the bushes, it'll come right back.
Can I have that?
Look at this dorky little idiot. This kid is so stupid and dumb. This stupid, dumb bug book full of dumb bugs that are stupid, just like him. This is a very cute shot. A voice from behind almost startles me into letting the bug go. I spin around to come face to face with the fabled that flew by a couple minutes ago. Just beneath him is a kid. Yep, they were together last time, too.
Have the bug? Yeah, it's for my collection.
The boy holds up a book with some pictures of other bugs in it.
I've got almost all the bugs on this page. That's the only one left.
Oh, so it's only him and his mom because Kratos left already. See. Suddenly, I remember where I've seen both him and the fabled before, on the pier, hiding from his mom a couple weeks ago. I think his name was Tommy? What is the jump catch game and how did you win it? It's something with the little avatars down here. I don't honestly know how any of the things work. I think the point of the jump catch is there's just these stars that will randomly fall down and you can jump for them, but I don't think you have to jump. I think they can also just land on you arbitrarily. Name all the bugs and if you love them. Good point. Good point. We're waiting, kid. Oh, you can use the bombs to propel people through them. That's smart. I like it. Good tech. It took me a bit to recognize him since he wasn't pouting.
Mom won't let me keep bugs because she says they're dirty, but Dad doesn't mind.
Oh, no. Dad's still around, too.
So, can I have it? Please?
He pulls out a little jar from one of his pockets and opens the lid.
Well, it solves my problem, I guess.
I dump the bug into the jar and Tommy quickly shuts it.
Thanks! Kirby and I were tracking this one all day.
Gerby! Gerby! I love Gerby. Huh? You did a little hop, Gerby. The fabled bobs up and down in agreement. At least I think it's agreement. All three of us turn at the sound of footsteps as someone else approaches us. Is that the dad? Must be. My private spot has filled up pretty fast.
Hi, bud. You catch anything good yet?
He's a VTuber in a collab. Oh.
Dad! Look what this lady caught!
Tommy runs up and shoves the jar into the man's face. He takes it and inspects the bug inside. I can't remember. They might have split up. I can't remember. Was that like a conversation point when we were talking to the mom before? Maybe. Might have been. Can't remember. I feel like they were not. I feel like they were not a happy family unit.
Oh, looks like a big one. Did you say thank you?
Yeah, Australian dude. Let's go.
Yeah, Gerby did too. Oh, is that what it meant when you bobbed up and down?
He's easily the least dripped out person in this entire game, though. He needs to get a better shirt. Both Tommy and his dad stare at me like I've just said something crazy. I take an instinctive step backwards.
You mean that...
You can see Gerby? You mean he's real?
Dun dun dun. Oh, that's right. I remember this from the last time. No one except Tommy can see Gerby. Tommy and me, apparently.
Yeah, he's floating right there. He has a purple flower on his head, and on his sides.
I point to Gerby, although the little fable doesn't have a mouth. Its eyes crinkle up in a way that makes me think he'd be smiling.
Wow, she can really see him! See, I told you he was real, told you!
The mic activation. Oh! Yeah, I got the Fuki tech. Tommy's dad whistles in wonder.
You sure did, kiddo.
He turns to me.
Not sure how you did it, but you're the first person I've met who's been able to see Gerby. I've heard lots about him, of course. My name's Elijah, by the way, and I'm a reporter for one of the local papers. Mind if I ask you a couple questions?
Sure, as long as they're not about robbing convenience stores. You probably shouldn't talk. You probably shouldn't answer any questions, honestly. Considering your track record, you might want to just shut up and leave. I just wanted to eat a snack in peace. Now I'm being asked to do an interview. My discomfort must show because Elijah waves a hand just like when I was trying to wave the bug away.
It's fine, it's fine. Forget I asked. Didn't mean to put you on the spot.
I'm just not very good at talking to people.
No worries. Thanks for helping Tommy catch that bug, though. Beats me having to do it.
Sure. It was kind of an accident, though.
Hey, an accident doesn't have to be a bad thing. Me and Tommy should probably be heading out, though, or his mum's gonna be upset with me. Oh, and Gerby.
Okay.
Gerby.
Goodbye.
I'll miss you, Gerby.
Take care. Say bye, Tommy.
Bye, Gerby. And others. Elijah takes Tommy's hand and leads him back out the gate, holding Tommy's book in his other hand. Tommy carries the bug in a jar, peeking in to check on it every few steps. Gerby. Only Gerby stays behind, orbiting around my head a couple times before bouncing up and down. Then he floats off in the same direction as the other two. We have made friends with Gerby! This is the most important thing we've ever done. Good work, team. When I'm finally alone, I sigh with relief. Well, see, that's the thing, though. The police don't know they're looking for me. All that happened is a bunch of product disappeared, and no one has any recollection as to why. And if they could recall why, they would remember a fox stealing the goods, right? But A, we don't look like a fox right now, and B, they won't remember the fox because of the curse. So we're in the clear. They didn't need them, but I did though, because they're delicious snacks. At long last, I enjoy the snacks that I bought earlier, and when a bug shows up and starts flying around me, I just leave it alone. I'm not taking any more chances. There's just a second, almost identical kid, just like a palette swap, and his dad, who's also looking for a bug. An endless cycle of bug catching for people. After another day spent entertaining myself around town, I decided to take Aspen's advice and ask Juliet about a TV. The light is on in Juliet's study, meaning she's in there. I knock on the door and get an instant response.
Come in.
The study hasn't changed at all since I was here a couple days ago. Except there aren't any bats in the corner this time, it's just me and her. How does the Oh, will the TV forget me? I hope not.
Hi.
Good evening, Miho. What brings you here?
I'm a little bit worried about how to do this. Usually I just take something I want. Lately I've started saying yes when people offer me things, but going in and just asking for something? Well, I'll have to do it sometime.
I had a question. Yesterday, Aspen said I should ask about getting a TV in my room. That way, I'd have something to do.
Oh, that is a good idea. I take it today wasn't particularly exciting either.
Gerby was there, excuse me.
Not really. It was fine. Nothing bad happened. I'm just...
Cultural literacy is good, too. And what better cultural literacy than watching 17 seasons of One Piece? I don't want to say I'm bored. What if she thinks I'm blaming her or ungrateful? I bite my lip, trying to think of a better way to put it, but she seems to read my mind.
Bored? It's all right, you can say it. An empty room would be boring for anyone. I believe there should be a television somewhere around. Let's take a look.
I follow behind her out of the office, and Juliet takes me down one of the hallways I've never seen down, and where I don't think I've ever seen the lights turned on. We pass by several doors.
What are all these rooms?
They've been all kinds of things over the years. Bedrooms, studies, playrooms. But now they're mostly just storage.
Bedrooms implies that she has had other people come through and live here as well. Were they passerbys, or did they just get old and die or something? I don't know. It could be either way. We stop in front of one door, indistinguishable from the rest. Body storage, that makes sense.
I believe this is the one.
It's not locked. Juliet just opens it normally. Inside is dark and dusty. The window is covered with heavy curtains that don't let any light in. In other words, what you'd expect from a vampire's house. There's tons of junk leaning against the walls, like some faded bicycles and a dresser that's missing a drawer. You like books, but you've only got so much endurance before you can't concentrate on it. That's my thing, like, I'm not opposed to the idea of a book, and if I was better capable to read, I would do more of it. My problem is my brain just shuts off and just doesn't... I go on autopilot way too easy, and it's impossibly hard to, like, kick myself out of that habit sometimes, where it's like, I really want to read, but I'll, like, you know, I'll read a couple pages, and then my brain will just kind of, like, mentally check out and be doing something else entirely unrelated. But my eyes will still be skimming the pages, and I'll be like, oh, wow, I just read, like, 3 more chapters, and I didn't retain anything I read in that entire time period, which sucks. It sucks, because I'm trying to enjoy it, but my brain is just like, yeah, but what about Tuesday, though? What did you do on Tuesday? Why is that relevant to anything? I don't know why it's relevant to anything, but what day is today? It's Thursday? No, it's actually Friday. No, it's Thursday. It's Thursday. It's Friday for some people, because time zones and stuff. For me, it's still Thursday. Anyway, what were the last 20 pages of this book I just read? I don't know. I've been thinking about the days of the week for no good reason, and I lost the entire story. Usually catch yourself after a couple pages. I'm surprisingly thick-skulled with that stuff. I don't know. But yeah. It's definitely a thing that happens. That's why visual novels, though, are actually really great. Because, like, the addition of having, like, some sort of picture, or, like, music, or, like, the accompaniment to go with the words, really kind of forces my other senses to focus in on it. And I think that's why, like, I struggle with, like, doing a lot of, like, heavy reading, but you give me, like, a text-heavy game, and I'm kind of, like, super into it, right? Because I can just kind of, like, focus better, because there's extra bells and whistles attached to what I'm trying to enjoy in text form. The naked ladies helps, too. I don't think there's any naked ladies here. I don't think there's any naked ladies here. This is not that kind of visual novel. I would not be streaming that kind of visual novel. I like having a channel. I like not having a channel, too. I'm sorry. Not on Twitch. Wouldn't be a thing. There's tons of junk leaning against the walls, like some faded bicycles and a dresser that's missing a drawer.
Ah, there it is.
And also the thing, the TV. I could, but I don't have any of those games, and I don't particularly feel like streaming those games either. Although, to be fair, sometimes the games that I like on Steam that I play do actually have like patches and stuff where it's like, oh, you thought this game was just a regular story, but also there were like some hidden sex scenes that we removed for the release. And like, I've been completely clueless that like, oh wait, that was a thing that was going to be in this game in the first place? Because that's just not where my mind goes to. The weirdest one for me was, I played through an entire visual novel about planes. It was like about a club. And like, guy joins a club and they're like learning about flying planes and designing planes and like there's a whole bunch of characters and it's interesting. It was just a cute little story about like a high school club of everyone doing airplane stuff, and it's like, oh, this is kind of cool, and I'm also learning at the same time. And then as it turned out, like the game I was playing was just like censored version of something where it's like, yeah, no, in the other version they're just constantly having sex, and it's like, I didn't know that. How would I know? They're telling me about aerodynamic and like wing design, and you're trying to tell me that this was like a porn game for other people? How am I supposed to put two and two together on stuff like that? I think that happens with a lot of visual novels, but apparently that's also a thing with visual novels back in the day too, like back like in like the 90s and stuff. What I've heard about the market is a lot of times people would have a story they would like to tell in a visual novel format, and sometimes they would just straight up have to add adult scenes into those stories just because they wouldn't be deemed marketable. Which is funny now, right? Because, like, that's the kind of stuff that gets you, like, or at least previously it would mean you can't put your game on, like, a storefront. Now Steam doesn't care. But, like, apparently, like, with, like, the old visual novel scene, it's like they had to add that stuff to even get people to buy the games in the first place, even if it wasn't supposed to be there. Which is strange. It's very odd. Because it seems backwards from everything else I've learned about gaming growing up, but different market, I guess. Juliet points, and I see what she's looking at. There's a TV in one corner with its cords wrapped around itself in a thick blanket of dust. Stream in-game streaming porn. No, I will not. How they put topless scenes in R-rated movies. Oh, just to kind of like justify it? You mean? Or I don't know. That's a whole different thing though. Like, topless scenes being an R-rated movie thing is really annoying to me. Because it's like, topless does not necessarily mean sex, right? But like, you know, we're gonna police that super hard to make things R-rated movies. That always drove me insane. It's like, if they're not doing anything weird, why is this R-rated material? I don't get it. It's just people looking like people. They had the R rating, so adding the boobs to get more people in to watch it. I guess so. Still shouldn't be an R-rated thing, though. If that was just, again, you know, there's nothing wrong with, on occasion, sexualizing boobs and stuff like that. I get it. I get it. Boobs are nice. But also, if we didn't put these, like, restrictions on specifically women, topless women, if we didn't put these restrictions on boobs, they might be able to exist in a normal sense without people always being like, oh, they're automatically sexual. I feel like movies kind of made things that way. Why boob likers in chat? There's boob likers on stream too. Boob's nice, but still, not the point. Like, you know what? I do a lot of figure drawing. Sometimes from models, sometimes from pictures. And I'm constantly looking at naked people. I see lots of boobs. I see lots of genitalia. I see lots of junk in general. But, like, it's not weird. It's just I'm drawing people, and that's just what people look like. And I feel like there's only certain circumstances in which this stuff should be considered lewd or adults. But the entertainment's just decided that, like, nope, it's automatically adult content no matter what, which is just kind of screwed up. Like, yes, are there people fucking on the screen? That's one thing. Is there someone who, like, took a shirt off and they're changing and that's, like, it? Not really the same thing. I don't know, like, it's weird. It's weird. Juliet points and I see what she's looking at TV. We both walk over and I wipe some of the dust away. It immediately blows into my face. The church is getting their paws and everything. People who push to make it adult content are weird. Art is art because it's something natural. Well, art's not necessarily natural, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Miho, are you alright?
And again, it's totally okay for all of this stuff to be seen in a sexual context, but that doesn't have to be like the permanent 100% of the time state of things, because it isn't. That's not accurate. Same reason credit card companies getting strict with porn purchases. Yeah, that was a strange one too. Still, I back a few steps away.
As you can tell, it's been a while since I've come in here.
Wee bit dusty. Much more carefully than me, Juliet cleans off the TV. Prudes when they find out how they were formed. Oh, well, Jesus orders them a stork. And then, Santa delivers the stork to a hospital. And then the hospital, forages a bunch of records that say they were born. And they place a baby in the baby carousel. And then they pull the baby out of the baby carousel. She does not... I mean, not this room. It's a big... This room hasn't been touched in years. She does clean. Just not the back rooms. But also, of note compared to the other library scenes we've seen, which look to have like a much more traditional, big old books and stuff. These look like fun books. Look at these books and tell me these aren't fun books right here. This is the manga and the comics. This is the good section. Just saying.
I believe it should still work, though.
T-shirt canon for babies? That's true, too. If there's anything I know about babies, it's that they definitely should be launched out of T-shirt cannons. That seems very healthy and good.
Okay, I can move it to my room then.
It's alright. I can take it.
Just make sure they wear their parachute first, of course. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to skip that. Oh well. Juliet effortlessly lifts the TV up and begins to carry it to my room.
Whoa.
I know from plenty of experience that TVs aren't exactly easy to lift.
I need to remind myself to never piss her off.
Vampire strong. I hurry after her, arriving at my room just as she sets the TV down in the corner and plugs it in.
Let's see.
She presses the power button, and with a soft buzz, it comes to life.
It works!
It works.
Indeed. I'm relieved.
She is relieved.
Let me try to remember how to use it.
It's kind of slow, but she manages to explain all the different buttons and what they do and how to use the remote. It doesn't seem that complicated, but also, I never learned how to do it either. And they're both old. They're both old and dumb. Now Miho's the only dumb one. Juliet gets a pass. I feel like Juliet as a whole is probably absorbing a lot more information on a regular basis, so she gets a pass on forgetting it. Miho just never bothered to learn anything. Because learning things is a lot of work. Now she can start gaming. That's right. We're just gonna watch Miho play Fortnite for the rest of the game. Once we make sure it's not gonna die or anything, Juliet leaves me on my own with it. I changed through all the channels, getting an idea for what there is. There are some channels with cartoons, which I know are meant for kids. There are also some shows with real people in them, but they don't make much sense to me. Maybe if I watched them from the beginning. Juliet as a whole is a different visual novel entirely. She got a different vibe to her, for sure. The new Piccolo skin, that's true. I got the other skin. I was a sucker. You know, I always told myself I'd never buy the premium pass or whatever. And this month I bought the premium pass and then immediately canceled the premium pass because I just wanted that Sylvie skin. Because she looks like a cool... She looks like she'd be like a PS3 or Xbox 360 main character for some cool action platform video game. And I'm like, I need to have her. She's so cool looking. She's adorable. She got big hammer. There are some channels with cartoons, which I know are meant for kids. Doesn't matter. Just watch them anyway. There are also some shows with real people in them, but they don't make much sense to me. Maybe if I watched them from the beginning. There are also plenty of ads. I recognize more products than I do shows. That's probably has more to do with my lifestyle than anything else, though. Even flipping through stations constantly, I do find myself having much more fun than if I was just napping or walking around. I see why some humans do this all day. Ratchet and Clank looking ass. I could see her being like, yeah, she could be like an Insomniac or a Sucker Punch character for sure. She's got that kind of vibe to her. Or like Naughty Dog, if Naughty Dog decided to like keep going with Jak and Daxter rather than going their more serious Hollywood style game thing that they've been doing with the Uncharted's and The Last of Us, Naughty Dog probably would have like evolved into making Sylvie. An unfurried Sly Cooper side character. That works. That works. Okay. Eventually, I go back to one of the cartoon channels. Even if they're for kids, they're easy to follow along with. I picked one and leave it running, climbing into bed to watch. Was Sly Cooper ever a thing? Yes. I mean, they made 4 games. 4.5. They made like 4.5 games. There were like 3 PS2 era games. And then a minigame collection. And then a PS3. I think it was PS3 era. It might have been PS4 era. I can't remember. 3 of them were for PS2, and then 1 came out sometime later. The 4th, Sly Cooper, came out sometime later. I mean, Sly Cooper was never as popular as Ratchet or Jak, but, like, it was still pretty popular. Things only real if they get a Fortnite tie-in? Yes, that is true. It's why people are still awaiting the invention of Mario. One day they'll make a Mario game. But I haven't seen that plumber get a victory royale, so clearly it's not real. Not yet, anyway. When's Miho gonna be in Fortnite? I end up spending a few hours watching until I fall asleep that night. Having something else to follow along with and think about is a nice distraction from having my own doubts and worries creep up on me. Hell yeah. Same. There was a totally real Mario Fortnite. There was. It was well done, though. It was super well done. I remember when Crash shared that. Like, they worked so quick with that. It was impressive because it came out right after the Christmas stuff. For those who didn't see it, Fortnite Christmas, they had, like, this cabin full of presents you could open every day. And the people who made this, like, mock-up Mario Fortnite video incorporated the Christmas stuff from this year as part of their video. And, like, segued into Mario showing up. And it was, like, they had to rush the hell out of that thing to get it done. Because, like, I don't know how far advanced... I mean, people do leak stuff, so maybe there were some leaks. But they still had to make that entire animation very, very quickly. to be that on top of like current events and stuff. It was well done. If this is what a normal life is like, then maybe it's something I could get used to after all. Sonic hasn't. That's true. I don't see Sonic getting in, but I could see some other Sega characters getting in. You know what? I want to see Majima Fortnite. When do we get Majima Fortnite? Because I'd be super down for Majima Fortnite. And he could have an emote that's just popping out of like a giant traffic cone or something stupid. He needs a couple emotes, honestly. Alright, where are we going to? We're gonna go hang out with my favorite character in the game. Knights in Fortnite? What knights? Which knights? Oh, you mean like Nights into Dreams Night, since we're talking Sega? Oh, that doesn't have a K on it. Unless there's just a game called Nights with a K that I don't know of. Unless you're talking about Nights into Dreams. Yeah. That'd be weird. That'd be very weird. I don't know how I'd feel about that. It'd be funny, though. Since I don't have anything better to do, I decided to head back to the park to see Lena. Aspen told me where and when I could find her. Although we both know that Lena won't have any idea who I am. No! I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. Friggin' love Lena. That makes me sad. Making sure that I see Aspen and Juliet every day is hard enough as it is. Although I like Lena, I don't think I could put in the effort to have her remember me too. I like Lena, though. I like Lena a lot. No, it's Nights. It's just Nights because it's about dreams. So it's just Nights with an N. Yeah. No, Nights dances would be funny. Maybe if she started coming by the library in the mornings like Aspen does. Although I'm pretty sure that's the last thing Aspen would ever want to happen. I love her! I want her to remember me. I go back to the park where we played tennis and wander around searching for Lena. It takes a bit longer since I'm not looking for something as obvious as a tennis court, but I finally find her in a group of people near some trees. All of them, including her, have shovels in their hands and are working on digging holes. Finally, something I'm good at. Although compared to tennis, it looks more like a punishment than a hobby. I own Lara Croft in Fortnite, Ty. She's in it. She actually had a special map at one point in time, I'm pretty sure, too. They've got classic Lara Croft and they've got modern Lara Croft. They're all like skins of each other. It was one of those like costumes where you do the battle pass stuff and you unlock more variations. It was like 4 seasons ago. It was a little while ago. Yeah, that was like a year ago, I think. A year and a half ago, maybe. I walk over to Lena, who's barely made a dent in the ground. She waves when she sees me, but not in a familiar way. Because she doesn't remember me, because I can't be bothered to remember Vera's favorite character, Lena.
Hi there! Here to volunteer?
Maybe? Volunteer for what?
I like Lena.
To save the planet, duh! What does it look like we're doing?
Oh, Ika, I just noticed that your ad space was please remember to feed your Vera, and then you bought me food. That should have been the first tip-off, and I didn't even realize it. I want to work with Captain Planet. That sounds fun.
Digging in the dirt?
I love digging in the dirt with Captain Planet.
Exactly! We're planting new trees to, help beautify the city of
Accident, but it worked out well. It did!
Natural resources, I think.
She says the second part like she's reading off of a label or sign.
If you want to help out, go talk to Cyrus. You'll get you all set up.
I think Cyrus is the boy she has a crush on. Lena points over at someone that I sort of recognize, the dryad that Lena was watching when we played tennis. Yeah, that's right. Since I'm here, I may as well give it a shot, so I follow her instructions and walk over. I've got better horns than this guy. Look at me, Lena. You do look pretty cool, though.
Hi there. I'm here to help out.
I like his vine vein.
Welcome aboard. I'm Cyrus. Here's a sapling and a shovel.
He sounds like he works at Hot Topic. Cyrus holds out a shovel in one hand and a small bucket with a tree in the other. I take them, doing my best not to drop the sapling.
Okay. I'm Miho. What do we do now?
First you dig, then you plant. Then you do that over and over until you get bored and go home.
Wow, so you've been working in this Hot Topic for 2 years now. Impressive lack of caring you've got going on there. I dig it. I kid. I know people who worked there and loved it. But, you know, stereotypical Hot Topic work.
That sounds easy enough.
Everyone says that at first. Good luck.
Fauna's cousin, it all makes sense. He starts to walk away, but then pauses. Speaking of Fauna's cousin, apparently the new HoloCure update comes out tomorrow. The 0.5 update. I'm excited to play as Hachima / Akai Hato. It's like a transformation character. Seems pretty fun. I think there's a new stage too that comes with it. I pretty much have to start that game over because I dumped all of my points since ranking people up, so now all of my abilities are like crap again, but that's fine. I like playing it. Maybe I'll tack some of that onto the stream or something. I don't know. That's probably a bad idea, actually. I kind of want to actually be able to finish Nier one day. That's like the opposite of a good idea. He starts to walk away, but then pauses.
Hey, quick question.
You can't play it? Do you not have like a computer
over there? The one with the wings.
right now? The one with the wings? Yes. She's Vera's girlfriend. You don't. Yeah, that would make it hard.
Sort of.
Have you played Vampire Survivor? They have a phone version, and I heard it's decent. Because Vampire Survivor's great. Like, that's the source material, and it's honestly a very good game. Very mindless, and you'll get addicted to it, and you'll regret that you spent 4 hours doing absolutely nothing with your time. But, you know.
Can you let me know if she... Actually, never mind. Forget it.
She's clearly into you. Just date already so Vera can get over it.
Let me know if you need any help.
This time, he really does leave, walking around to check the progress everyone is making. Now that I'm all set up, I take the thing he gave me and go back to where Lena is.
Good to go? Since you're new too, let's have a race. We can see who plants more trees by the end.
What I heard is nice about the mobile version of that game is that, like, a bunch of people, like, they took them a while to get it published on mobile because a bunch of people kept being like, oh, we'll publish it for you. Do you mind if we cram a bunch of ads into your game? And Dev was just like, please leave me alone. I do not want to do this. And so it took him a long time because he wanted to be persistent that he didn't have to shove a bunch of ads into it and could just make it, like, a regular purchase. Like, I don't know, I'm assuming it costs like $3, like probably the same as Steam or something. But, like, it's a $3 game you can play for like 50 hours. And if you don't have to look at ads all the time, that's one of the best deals ever. Before I can respond or even think about it, Lena starts furiously hacking at the ground. Dirt flies like when I was building my den. I watch her for a second and then start on my own. I don't really want to compete with Lena, so I go at my own pace. It's a little awkward. I could do this in seconds as a fox, but using a shovel feels strange and inefficient. Muscles I didn't even know I have start to feel sore. Only a few minutes later, Lena sprawls on the ground in exhaustion. She's only halfway done at best.
I didn't think It'd be so hard to dig a hole.
Oh, yeah. They're just putting all of the Pixel games out as like one set for the Switch instead of like individual. That's kind of cool if that's what they're doing. I assume if they're doing a collection, they'll probably also sell them individually if people want to do that. But if they're selling them all together, it's probably got some sort of a discount on it. Because individually, they're certainly overpriced. But I love Final Fantasy, so I'm a sucker and I pay it. But I imagine, they're probably selling it for $60, like a full price game. Which is still a better deal, because I think they've been selling them separately for $20 each, so that would still be like 50% of what you'd have to spend if you were buying the 6 games separately. Actually, I don't think they're all 20. I think 1, 2, and 3 are probably cheaper, since they know that those games are not worth $20. While she's laying there, Cyrus comes around on one of his inspections. He stops and examines both of our handiwork. But yeah, see, this is why I call her Princess Tutu. It's the Princess Tutu feathers. How much you bought the PC copy of Final Fantasy VI for? Wait, do you have the remaster, or do you have the old PC Final Fantasy VI? The one that was based off the mobile port? I think the mobile part was $15. I can't remember, though. I didn't buy that one. Because at least when it first launched, you could only play it with the smoothing filters, and the smoothing filters were gross. Although apparently they've updated that version since to have proper pixel art, so it's a better game than it used to be. Although, if you don't own that one, which you do, but if you didn't own that one, the remaster, the pixel remaster is really good. I guess the biggest thing with the Pixel Remaster is, if you're very, very against anything being tampered with, because, like, the character sprites are a little bit different than they used to be. They did change the sprites around a bit, because, like, they basically got the old sprite artist to just do new sprite art. And there's definitely some effects that weren't there in the old game. And I think the biggest change is, like, Final Fantasy's got great music, and the music of 6 is great, and I think the music of the remaster is great, but they're also very different versions of the same songs. Her feathers are very nice, it's true.
Nice job, Miho. You're a natural.
Thanks, Cyrus, I know.
Lena? Good effort.
Cyrus? Why are you like this, Cyrus? She's blushing. She's all blushy. Look at her. I love her so much. Lena leaps to her feet, using her wings to propel herself into a standing position. Oh yeah, the opera scene is fully voiced in many languages, actually. It's surprising. They actually did voice. I think they did voice in like 4 or 5 languages, actually, if I'm remembering correctly. But also, the opera scene, if you've seen Octopath Traveler, like, that treatment of game, most of the game is higher quality, like high definitions, pixels and stuff, but the opera scene in particular is Octopath style, where they just straight up made 3D modeled for all of like the buildings and stuff. You've listened to it a few times and you really love it. It's really well done. ever since Octopath came out, I was kind of hoping we'd get an entire FF6 done in that style. But I'm glad they still worked a little bit of it in there with the Pixel Remaster, even if it's not the whole thing, which would have been awesome.
I wasn't taking a break.
You can finish your line.
I was,
Oh, there you go.
testing the ground to see if it might be softer over here. Look, this one will be even better.
Before our eyes, Lena starts to attack the ground again, even faster than when she started racing me. Dirt sails over our heads as she tossed it away from herself, with some of it falling onto Cyrus's head. Should do it. I need to start Octopath 1 over on stream sometime, because I never got around to finishing it, but I enjoyed it very well. I made it through like five characters, but I only did I didn't do all of the chapters. I did like 5 characters first chapter because it was like I did not have a lot of free time to play RPGs when that game came out. Tressa was the best though. I love Tressa. She's adorable. You love the break and boosted version of the soundtrack? Yeah, it's cool. But good musics. Square always got the good musics. He looks strangely resigned.
Just don't hurt yourself, okay? I don't want to have to carry someone to the hospital again.
Carrie? I mean, again?
Lena asks questions without stopping her work.
It's a long story. Anyway, just be careful.
Yeah, he's a, what did they say? He's a druid? He's a druid. As he begins to leave, Cyrus puts, I thought so too. And I wish that Lena would see this and recognize it, because clearly Lena should be my girlfriend and not his. Not that they're going out, but clearly that's what she's after. As he begins to leave, Cyrus puts a hand on my shoulder. I tense up, but manage to not shake it off.
Keep an eye on her, would you?
I nod, and Cyrus walks away. As soon as he's out of earshot, Lena comes to a halt.
Mio, right? I need you to break my arm.
Lena, think this one through, Lena. Please.
You... what?
There are other things you can do that are not breaking bones for a boy. You know you could just not break your bones.
Yeah, maybe that's a bit much. Maybe just a finger would
Okay.
be enough.
Okay. Okay. You're still missing the point here.
Why would you want to do that?
Oh, you're right! A broken leg would make more sense.
Lena? I'm not entirely sure we're having the same conversation. I decided to try a different approach.
So, are you and Cyrus friends or something?
Friends? Kind of. Unfortunately.
Friend zoned!
You don't want to be friends?
I want to be more than that!
Oh, like he could say you're like a sister to him. That's like family. That's more than friends. That's what you meant, right? For the first time ever, Lena looks around after speaking, like she's worried someone might have heard her.
Like, best friends?
Now we're talking.
More than that! Like boyfriend and girlfriend.
My heart is breaking.
Oh.
That explains why I didn't understand.
How's that going?
She sighs and her wings droop.
Well, you just saw pretty much.
You're
I
doing
know
your
Cyrus
best,
from
Lena.
ballet, but I quit ballet, so I only get to see him at other stuff like this. But he's always trying something new every week, so I do too.
And he definitely isn't noticing you following him from new hobby to new hobby. There's no way he would be able to tell, right?
But it's kind of hard to talk to him, especially when he's so busy. When I heard he was gonna come plant trees, I had no idea he'd be in charge.
That sort of stuff happens all the time, though, when someone coincidentally changes to all of the same hobbies you do when you're someone who changes hobbies on a weirdly regular basis. There's no way he would pick up on that, right? Definitely hasn't filed a restraining order, no.
So I can't let him think I'm a slacker or bad at tennis. Not when he already thinks I'm a quitter.
I don't think he hates her. I just think he just doesn't know what to do with this situation.
I think I get it.
One thing I know for sure is that it sounds complicated. Good luck, Lena. The two of us go back to shoveling dirt, and eventually we go deep enough that we can plant the sapling Cyrus gave us. I carefully set mine in the ground and then cover it back up the same way I've seen other people doing. When it's time to wrap up, Cyrus makes one last trip around, collecting shovels and handing over water bottles. When he reaches us, he nods approvingly.
Good work, both of you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I gulped down the water he gave me in just a few swigs. Wow, that drinking animation. Live 2D drinking animation really is top tier impressive. Just like real life.
Yeah, thanks.
On the other hand, Lena still seems a little dejected. She doesn't even try to talk to Cyrus before he leaves. When the two of us part ways, she just gives me a half-hearted wave.
See you later.
Shit! Damn it! I just realized something. Chat. We had the option to come hang out with her yesterday. Would yesterday have been within 24 hours of the last time we saw her? I wonder if that could have impacted it. Oh shit, damn it. I gotta pay more attention to that. Like, I don't know if the writing necessarily accounted for that or not. But if that's a thing...
Yeah, bye.
I'm not even sure what she'll be doing next time, much less when or where. Maybe Aspen will tell me about it again. Digging holes wasn't exactly something I'd wanted to do a second time. But planting a tree was satisfying, and I'm kind of curious to see how things go with Lena and Cyrus, if they go at all. Lena's kind of a lot, so, as Aspen says, but she's nice. I hope everything works out for her, at least. Looking around, I noticed that I'm the only one left, so I toss my empty bottle in a recycling bin and start making my way back. Alright, I think whatever this next segment we do is going to be our last for the night. Again, it's a little shorter stream. I mean, yesterday's was shorter than this. But I want to make sure to head on... I know we went to Meets yesterday, but now that I realize today is her birthday, I do want to go over there one more time for her actual birthday stream. But I want to do one more thing before then. But also, I'm going to check on the websites and be like, please be happy, game. Does seeing people 2 days in a row matter? You know what? There's probably not going to be too many Google things on this game because it's a smaller team and it's new. I'll just have to figure that out later. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. That might be a reason I might have to go through and do another playthrough on my own time, though. For now, though, I guess we could see hypothetically if, like, the kid or if one of them remember us. Because if one of them remember us, that might actually be telling. If that's even a thing. We'll go to Waterfront again, since it was a little while since that. I want to see what's going on with Kim. Mr. Vampire Man. I decided to give fishing another try. Last time wasn't very successful, but maybe I'll have more luck today. When I get to the fishing spot, I see a few familiar faces. Mr. Kim is there, of course, dancing around between the students. This time, he notices me right away.
Hello, miss. Is that a new face I spy?
Okay, I don't think it would have made a difference then. I don't think it was going to make a difference whether we interacted with her 2 days in a row or not, judging from this. He's wearing his glasses again.
Yep. I wanted to do some fishing today.
That's the kind of attitude I like to see. Let's get you started.
I take a spot on the pier while he brings me the same equipment as last time.
All right, let's start with the basics. Do you know how to set up your line?
I think so.
It didn't seem that difficult last time, but when I try to recreate what I did before, I end up getting a little confused.
Okay, so put the worm on the string. Oh, wait, no, the hook. The hook goes on the string, and then...
You put the worm inside of the string, and you put the string inside of the hook. And then you have a worm inside a string, inside a hook, inside a worm, inside a string, inside a hook. And then you eat it. Yes, exactly. And then the fish comes out somehow.
Oh, I messed it up.
The string has gotten all tangled on itself. No self-respecting fish is going to be interested in that.
Not to worry.
Good one, Mr. Kim. He laughs at his own joke as he comes over and quickly undoes the knot.
Okay, let's try again.
It takes some time, but eventually I'm ready. Fortunately, I remember this next part better. I stand like he showed, hold the rod like he showed me, and let the line fly. There's a bump on a hole on a log at the bottom of the sea. What is that from? Is that from Sweeney Todd? Or did Sweeney... They put that in Sweeney Todd. I don't know if that's where it's from, though. That's not where it's from. That's like a nursery rhyme thing. What did... Sweeney Todd was about London. That wasn't about a bump on a log and a hole at the bottom of the sea. Never mind, I'm dumb. I watch it excitedly as it sails overhead and splashes into the water.
Excellent job. Why, if I didn't know any better, I think I taught you myself.
Why? That wouldn't make any sense, because I'm meeting you for the first time. Clearly. There's a frog on a log and a hole at the bottom of the sea. I just smile in response. With my problem solved, Mr. Kim goes off to assist someone else, while I turn my attention back to the sea.
Here, fishy fishy.
Come on, fishy fishy. Type exclamation point fish in the chat to help Miho catch a fish. Today will be the day. With the support of us, there's no way she won't be able to catch one. I'm ready. No fish will be getting away from me today. The instant I feel a tug, I'll be reeling it in, just like that other person when I came here before. Just gotta wait. Alright, we got one command in there. Here, I'll do one too. Two. This is gonna make her better. Stronger. And faster too. And waits.
Nothing's biting.
Damn it, it's not enough.
It happens.
No, it doesn't. We did the fish command, Kim. We did the fish command. It has to work. Mr. Kim pops up seemingly out of nowhere. Yeah, you gotta say fishy fishy, it's true.
Just give
She did,
the
though.
fish
She did.
some time. You'd be shy too if someone started offering you a meal out of nowhere.
Ha 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 ha, that wouldn't happen. That hasn't happened to me, however. What are you talking about? It's ridiculous. Well, he's got me there.
Fish command. Fish.
There you go. I'm Fishbone. Big respect for helping her catch fish. It's a very, very noble sacrifice on your part. I nod and keep waiting, but I can feel the boredom sinking in. I was willing to give fishing a second chance, but if it's just gonna be like this every time, then I probably won't be coming back. Suddenly, I feel the fishing pole jerk in my hands. It takes me by surprise, and I almost let go, but manage to hold on tight.
Oh, I think something's biting.
Fishbone, you successfully sacrificed one of your own kind.
Fish in this lake were jerks anyways. They deserve to get eaten.
Well, they got exactly what you wanted. Let's go. Fish is on the menu, chat.
Reel it in. You can do it.
I am not for other fish. They can go to hell.
Right, reel it in. To do that, my head is spinning as I try to remember what to do. Meanwhile, the reel is spinning as the fish, my fish, tries to get away. It smacks my hand, jolting my memory.
Oh, yeah.
I grab it and start turning it the other way, pulling the rod towards myself as I do. I can feel the fish, still out of sight, struggling against me.
Not today.
All the time I spent waiting has made me extra determined. I plant my feet firmly and keep reeling. Gradually, the line gets tighter and tighter until finally the fish breaks through the water, dangling on the other end.
I did it!
Fish gets. Thank you for your help, chat.
You did it!
She did it! I bring the fish in to where I can see it more closely. It's actually a boot. It's not as big as the fish I watched get caught last time, but it's not tiny either. Just down the pier, someone else is reeling in a catch too.
So, what are you gonna do with it?
Eat it right here, right now. In front of you. I'm gonna stare you in the eyes and slowly start to eat this fish. Bite by bite. Right here. Just down the pier, someone else is rearing. Okay.
What do you mean?
Hello, Raz. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. We're playing Please Be Happy, and we just caught a fish, and we're going to eat it in front of this guy. Maybe he's asking about how I plan to cook it.
Will you be keeping it or letting it go?
Let it go? I just worked hard to catch it.
That's dinner, Kim. You don't let dinner go. Mr. Kim laughs. Behind him, the person who just caught something takes a picture of the prize and tosses it back in the water.
Why did they do that?
Raz! Thank you for subscribing for 16 months. That is a lot of months. Almost a year. Almost there. In no time at all. When Raz says howdy howdy, that's a Raz moment for sure. Right? But yeah, thank you. Thank you for 16 months. It's always good to have you here.
Well, everyone has to eat. That's just part of life, and I love a good fish dinner as much as anyone. But some just enjoy the sport and the struggle, and release the little guy once he's been defeated.
Manuel! Tier 3, too. Thank you for the tier 3. I really appreciate that. That does a lot to help me. I appreciate all the subs, mind you. But the tier 3 does do a lot to help me, so thank you. And for 16 months, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you as well. Thank you for the subs, Manuel and Raz. You guys are great. And everyone else who has subbed recently, too. I think I've caught every sub notification as I've gotten it, but if by any chance I've missed anyone's sub notifications, just always feel free to let me know. Means you just woke up from a night nap. It happens. It happens. But you're awake now. Tier 3 means you're married. There you go. Do. I look at the fish I caught, its tail flapping gently. There's a mark on its mouth that doesn't look natural.
What's that?
I point to it so Mr. Kim can see. He only has to glance at it.
Looks like it isn't this fellow's first time being caught. That is a battle scar.
Battle scar. A scar. So he's been caught before and either got away or was released. It's up to me to decide if his luck runs out or not. Sighing, I unhook the fish and then toss it back into the water, where it instantly swims down and out of sight.
Try to be more careful next time.
Aww. Aww. It's still a cute moment, though. It's a cute moment. Not very fox-like, though. I think her human might be kicking in a little more than her fox self. Need to eat the fish and obtain its knowledge. The knowledge of how to get caught twice, apparently. How to breathe underwater. That is good knowledge. If I was hungry, it'd be a different story, but my belly is full, and Juliet just went shopping, so there's plenty of food at home. See, now that survival's not on the table, things change. So I figured I may as well let this one go. Fish slime makes good hair gel. Is that a true thing? I wouldn't be surprised. People use a lot of animal liquids for different things. Yeah, the knowledge of how to have gills. Walking up beside me, Mr. Kim looks out at the sea.
You know, Maybe that kindness will come back to you someday. I'm sure the fish appreciates
That
it.
fish is gonna come back and save us in the final act when we gotta fight some big Resident Evil monster. Just you wait.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how useful it is to have a fish show me a favor, but I know what Mr. Kim means. I hand him back the fishing pole and box of lures that he gave me.
Done for the day?
Yeah, now that I've gotten to see what it's like.
Well, if you decide to join us again, the fish will be here. And so will I.
Maybe I will too. Thanks for the help.
Of course, of course. The pleasure is all mine. Have a good day, miss.
But yeah, I went to both of the Kim events that have happened recently and he didn't remember me any in between, so I don't think skipping out on Lena yesterday impacted anything. I wave and head back up the pier. Nighttime. After having dinner and saying goodnight, I head upstairs and get ready for bed. It's true. Whales are just big fish. That's actually an accurate statement. As I flick off the lights and start to leave the restroom, something in my reflection catches my attention. Do. Just like octopuses are fish with lots of legs or arms. And scuba divers are just temporary fish. My bead is glowing slightly. Just barely, it's so faint that I can only notice it in the darkness. Removing the necklace, I inspect it more closely. They're warm, not just my magical bead, but the regular one next to it, too. Not as warm as when I used my transformation magic, but enough that after hundreds of years of carrying them, I can detect the difference. Fish fact, humans are just bipedal fish that breathe on land. What weirdos. Octopus are well-armed fish. It's true. Octopus are fish with 8 arms. Most fish don't have even a single arm, they just got fins and shit. Get on that octopus level. Squid's got 8 arms and 2 tentacles. So what are you doing with your life, regular, not armed fish? What are you doing? Cuttlefish? I mean, I don't have any tentacles, personally speaking. I do have arms and legs, though. I'm not a very accurate cuttlefish. I'm sorry, chat. I try to be an accurate cuttlefish, but I fail. I fail greatly. Sigh. Fish don't do taxes and are criminals. That I can respect, though. That's very respectable. Pretty cuddleable. Aww. Thanks, Manuel. That's the wrong cuddle, though. Cuttlefish is spelled with T's, not D's. I mean, that's literally that's what the point of tentacles are, though. Like, the tentacles typically extend like that. Squids and cuttlefish both have the extendy tentacles. Octopus don't. Octopus just have arms. I think octopus are the only cephalopods that don't have tentacles, actually, come to think of it. I don't think there's any other cephalopods without tentacles. Yeah, that seems right. I wish I had tentacles. That'd be cool. Maybe coming out of my hair or something. Like a Splatoon. I already wear fake antlers. I might as well wear fake tentacles, too. I'm not sure what it means. Everything about my magic has always been a mystery to me, really. Some things, like transforming, I just knew how to do instinctively from the beginning. But other than the fact that my beads always comes back to me, no matter where I leave it, I don't know much about it. Maybe hip tentacles? What would hip tentacles even be? Like a tentacle skirt or something? Nautiluses have tentacles. Nautiluses absolutely have tentacles. What? Hold up. I think those are not considered arms. I don't think a nautilus has arms. I think they just specifically have tentacles and only tentacles. It's a weird semantics thing, but the way a nautilus uses them and the way they function is different than how arms work. Whereas the way an octopus only has arms because of the functionality of how the quote-unquote tentacles function. But whereas like squids and cuttlefish are a hybrid of both tentacles and arms, primarily arms with a couple tentacles, nautilus is like all tentacle. Yeah, so when I'm reading this here, it's like the primary purpose of all of the tentacles on a nautilus is for groping along the reefs for food. They don't have suckers, which is something that the tentacles have for other animals within the cephalopod family. But the functionality is for feeding purposes rather than simply gripping purposes. Catfish whiskers, that works too. Returning to my room, I brush my hair to the side and put the necklace back on. Hell yeah. You gotta. But we're not watching any cephalopod videos ever again, that's for sure. Thanks, Discovery Channel. Fuck you too. Returning to my room, I brush my. I can't put my 1-year streaming anniversary stream on YouTube, and it's really annoying. Returning to my room, I brush my hair to the side and put the necklace back on. I don't have to wear it when I sleep, but it feels more uncomfortable not having it on, like something's missing. That's why I don't even bother like keeping my YouTube archive up to date, and I just dump all of my videos as highlights on Twitch. Because stuff like that, where it's just like, oh, this was like my 12-hour stream that I can't upload because YouTube says it's too long for them to cut 5 minutes out of the middle of it. Not even 5 minutes. This 12-hour video has 2 minutes in the middle, and we're not allowed to cut that out because your video is too long, and that would just not be possible. It's impossible for us to do that, so you just can't upload this video, at which point I'm just like, yeah, I'm done with you guys. Too much effort. Well, because it's a 12-hour video, like the hard drive space required to like download it locally and then have to cut it up and stuff, it's just like, that's annoying. I don't want to deal with that. Because you know I'm just going to hit more issues like that, especially since most of my streams are pretty long. And as far as the editing stuff out on YouTube that gets blocked because of copyright purposes, pretty much, I want to say it's like 2 hours. If it's above like 2 hours in length, you can't cut it anymore. They're just going to block it unless you do it manually on your end instead of on the website. Anyway, returning to my room, I brush my hair to the side and put the necklace back on. I don't have to wear it when I sleep, but it feels more uncomfortable not having it on, like something's missing. When I climb into bed, I pull the covers up to my chin like always. Rather than transforming, I just lay there, staring at the ceiling. Tomorrow was my first day of work. Never in a few hundred years had I expected that thought to ever cross my mind. Laying here in the place that I've started thinking of as home, the idea doesn't seem that scary. I'm a bit nervous, but I'm excited too. Maybe I'll be really good at it. It'd be nice to be good at something other than thieving. As my eyes begin to get heavy, it occurs to me that usually I'd have changed into a fox by now. Except for the first night, when I was too tired, I've spent all my nights here in that form. But tomorrow I'm taking another big step into people life, so it feels more appropriate to stay this way. Also, I think Aspen will like me more as people than as a fox. Just saying. Rolling onto my side, I face out the window as I let myself succumb to the sleep, with the gentle warmth of my beads against my neck. Good night, Whirl. The morning of my first day of work. I wake up extra early, at least an hour before Aspen will be here. I creep through the house so Juliet can't hear me, and slip out the front door. I don't want to end yet, but I really should. I think we're going to cut it here for tonight. I really like this game. It's cute and comfy, and I want to play more of it. So we'll definitely be playing more of it next week. Wow. Earning your keep. It's very good. It's very cute. Very adorable. Are you sure you want to quit? Yes.
Oh, what's in here?
I love the menus with the little voice clips. Wait, episodes? What's episodes? Oh, episodes is just jumping through the different scenes you've already been through. I see. And replay. Let's go to gallery. We're gonna look at our new pictures. Buzz off. Why is the stupid little dummy? Look at the stupid little dummy. What a dumb small thing. Peer review. I do want to know more about them. They're very cute. I like their hair a lot. I also want to know about you. You don't have eyes and you're clearly a background character. But I dig your preppy Oni thing you got going on. Preppy Oni Fisher look. Not Miho's wife, but my wife. This is my wife. Just so you know. Hot Topic Boy does not deserve her. Okay. 19% completion. We still got plenty of game to go, thankfully. I really like this studio. We'll probably play their other game after this one. Heart of the Woods. They do very good art, and it's like really high production value for a visual novel. Like, a visual novel doesn't need to be this polished, but they really do go above and beyond with these.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And I unlocked 2 trading cards. I want to see who my trading cards are. On Steam. That is, Steam trading cards. Welcome back to PlayStation. Press the PS button to use the controller. No. Go to the office. Where are my trading cards? Show me my trading cards. They're not showing my trading cards. Stupid Steam. Who do we got? Who do we got? Who do we got? Who do we get? Who do we get? What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? What's going on? What do we got? What do we got? What do we get? What do we got? What do we got? Who's here? Who's here? What's in? What's happening? What's happening? What's going on? Hold on. Hey, no problem. Good to see you, Gazania. I hope you're having a good day. But yeah, no, thank you all for coming out today. We'll raid over to meet in a second. Yeah, I can look at the trading cards afterwards. I just wanted to tell you who we got. I'm gonna have a pretty good night, I think. I do have stuff to do early in the morning, but I'm gonna make sure to get lots of good sleep. Yeah, same to all of you as well. Thank you, PC98 Music. You know what we got? We got Mr. Kim and the person they were fishing with. We got 2 copies of that. So that's good. And we also got the little boy with his bug book. Probably sleep more. Just don't sleep too many hours or you're not going to ever want to wake up. But if you sleep now, you might wake up at a reasonable time and have a whole day ahead of you. Okay. Hopefully meat's still going. That's the reason I'm wrapping up now. I assume it's 11, so she absolutely will be. We value your privacy. Yes, you valued my privacy every other time I clicked proceed here. Okay. As a reminder for the schedule, tomorrow we are going to be playing Nier Automata at 8. Maybe I'll start a little early. It seems like there's nothing going on beforehand, so that's probably going to be a thing that happens. And then Saturday, we're also going to be playing Nier Automata. Maybe we'll finish it. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I feel like a lot of these side quests are going quickly, so it's possible, but who knows. And then Sunday, we're going to play more Final Fantasy VI, and that's what we're doing the rest of the week. Those drugs are very powerful.
Because I'm pregnant with my second baby.
Every time
Start!
I turn on Meat Stream, we get a really good soundbite to throw into the middle of things. Mita's pregnant with her second baby. I don't think there's context. Just don't worry about it. It's fine. The raid message is happy birthday, Meat, because it's Meat's birthday. Thank you all for coming by. Have a good night. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.